Welcome, everyone. It's week 2 of Black Diamond football. We are live at Panther Stadium on the campus of Stigler High School, where the Black Diamonds will take on the Stigler Panthers. Black Diamonds 0-1, coming off a loss to 4A Focatusa last week. Stigler 3A Power, you know, they've been really well ranked this year, 2-0 coming on the year. They played a week 0 game, so they're 2-0, got a little momentum. So it should be a good game tonight. You know, you think, and we'll go more into it, dropping down a class, but this is no cupcake here.
Yeah, no, you're right, Matt. I mean, when you think about it, the first of the season, you know, players and coaches, and we all circle games you think you should win on the schedule.
Yeah.
And if we're being honest, this is a game that the Diamonds should win. However, Stigler's a pretty good football team. I mean, like you said, they're a 3A. I think they're ranked number 4 in 3A. They're 2-0, and they score a lot of points. And so, you know, tonight's going to be a tough ball game for the Diamonds. You know, there's no room to really kind of relax in this game. You have to come out and you have to play well if you want to win tonight. Absolutely.
It should be a good contest. You know, they've kind of played some lower tier teams. The first, I think they played Westville, who has had some good years coming off the last few years, but they struggled, and this year they lost a lot of seniors.
Right. For
Westville, you know, they lost a lot. Then they played Hartshorn, so they had some easier games to get ready for this one.
Right.
So they're good, though. Don't let them fool you. No matter who they play, they're still 2-0. Sallissaw's 2-1 the last 3 years. This is the 4th straight year to play Stigler, and they've struggled with them. Last year we got them pretty good, 53-28 maybe, something like that. But the other 2 years were very competitive. So we expect a good ball game tonight. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll come back with your keys to victory for the Black Diamonds. This is Mix TV Channel 19.
Local news, local events, Mix TV Channel 19. Holly Borman. Justin Pettit. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. Mix TV Channel 19.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance provided by Road America is now included with your auto policy. We'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Randall Baker about Shelter's roadside assistance.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoyah County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
New at McDonald's, a slushy sensation. McDonald's Minute Maid Slushies in 3 refreshing flavors.
Keep cool this summer with your choice of cherry limeade, orangeade, or fruit punch.
At Diamond Express, we offer quality fuel at a premium price, ice-cold beverages, snacks, and lottery tickets. But the great deals don't stop there. We are the perfect spot for hot homemade breakfast, a full plate for only $2.99. On that busy lunch break, stop by and grab a meal from our deli. Choose from hamburgers, corn dogs, burritos, and our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Our brand new rewards program saves you money with a sign-up bonus, a birthday bonus, and so much more. Diamond Express, 712 South Curve Boulevard in Sallisaw.
In Sallisaw, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Shannon Van for your insurance and financial needs.
At Kiki's Country Kitchen, located just west of Sallisaw on Highway 64, enjoy breakfast anytime, along with daily lunch specials, which include chicken fried steak, smoked brisket, fish and chips, and our epic chili cheeseburger. Enjoy generous portions at great prices. Kiki's is open 7 days a week and always has a great selection of made-from-scratch pies and cakes. Check us out on Facebook or come and see us, 3301 West Cherokee in Sallisaw. Kiki's Country Kitchen.
Do you know all the benefits of being a AAA member, like the discounts on insurance for home and auto, great rates on life insurance, or the emergency roadside service that pays for your membership if you only use it once? And AAA can save you up to $600 per year on insurance if your teen completes AAA's parent-taught driver's education program. If you like to be treated like a person and not just a number, then see Misty Bailey, your local AAA insurance agent.
MixTV Channel 19, your home for Black Diamond Sports.
You're watching Sallisaw's MixTV Channel 19.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect a delicious variety of freshly fried chicken complemented by over 10 home-style side options along with delicious desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week and filled with all your favorites. For those on the go, drop by Charlie's drive-thru window and ask about catering too. Warning, chicken's so good, it'll knock your socks off. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw, 720 West Cherokee Avenue.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and Shelter Insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against Shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's the graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
Looking for an authentic Mexican restaurant that is both affordable and delicious? Then look no further. El Toro's Mexican Restaurant in Sallisaw and Muldrow serves the best original Mexican food around. Be it lunch or dinner, you'll think you're in Mexico. With El Toro's hot tamales, crunchy tacos, delicious burritos, homemade salsa, and mouth-watering dinner platters made with fresh ingredients and original spices every day. In Sallisaw, 2610 East Cherokee Avenue, and in Muldrow on West Chantel Smith Boulevard, open 7 days a week.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill. Your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling. Forever Memories Funeral Services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss. Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Land Pride's RC 3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota VV 4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? I called Buzz. He came back with a great bid. And what you're seeing today is what we put together. When I was ready to do my house, I went straight back. I didn't get bids from anyone else.
I would recommend Sawyer's to anyone. If they came out and looked at my concrete, they could see the quality job that Sawyer's did.
They have stability and they have a reputation.
I am 100% satisfied with the work that they've done.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on MixTV.
11 athletes, 10 games, 100 yards. Hundreds of players, thousands of fans, countless snaps, blocks, and tackles. One goal. This is Sallisaw Black Diamond Football. Now here's Matt Merrill and Chris Sharp.
And we're back live, Panther Stadium. Black Diamond's taking on 3A Stigler Panthers. We're going to get our keys to the game pulled up here and get you ready for tonight's matchup. Should be a good one, Chris.
Yeah.
Like we said, Stigler's no slouch for being in the 3A, ranked in the top 5. So it should be a good matchup. It's been a good matchup the last 3 years, and we expect the same tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Stigler's going to come out with a high-octane offense, but I think, the keys for Sallisaw tonight in order to, kind of bounce back from last week's, opening loss. They always say that the most improvement you'll see from a team is from week 1 to week 2. You've seen yourself on film, you've had the ability to make adjustments, and you can come out. I think the first key for Sallisaw needs to be they need to spread the field offensively, and we talked about that last week, Matt. It just looked like they kept running in between the tackles, whether it was the zone read up the middle or Hunter Williams up the middle. In the second half, when they made that drive and scored, you saw them kind of spread the field a little bit, throwing short passes to the right, short passes to the left, running outside, and they were able to open up more things that way. So, to me, the key right now for the Sallisaw is to be able to spread the field offensively, kind of open up the playbook a little bit. The second thing is going to be win the time of possession battle offensively. This Stigler offense, Matt, is very high. It's a high tempo, high octane offense. They score a lot of points, and the best way to defend that
is to run the clock and get your running game going.
Keep them off the field.
And like you said, spreading it out or at least open it up doesn't mean you need to be throwing an air raid offense.
Right.
That means just get it outside the tackles. You've got to, we're going to speculate how big Hunter Williams is, but he's not a very big back.
Right.
So get him out there, run your bigger guys up the middle, but get chunk after chunk. That way you can burn time off the clock and keep that offense off the field.
Exactly, because what you saw last week from Catoosa is once Sallisaw started to establish the run up the middle, Catoosa brought everybody into the box, loaded up the box inside, and it really didn't allow Sallisaw to do anything. By opening it up, spreading it out a little bit, you open yourself up for more opportunities on the offensive side.
Looks like the Black Diamonds won the toss. They will receive the opening kickoff. Let me give you those captains for tonight's game. It's Jason Bartell. Looks like Jacob Brown. Let's see who else we got out there. Brody Nicholson and Drew Didway for the Black Diamonds. So the Black Diamonds will receive the opening kickoff.
One of the biggest keys for Sallisaw on the defensive side of the ball is they need to pressure the quarterback. I think you saw last week with Catoosa's quarterback, he had a lot of time. He created a lot of plays because he moved around, he ran. He didn't get very much pressure. The Stigler quarterback tonight's the same way. They like to run the shotgun. They like to run pass. They throw the ball a lot. And so we need to get pressure on that quarterback. Make him throw the ball sooner. And hopefully they'll, because like we said, you're asking your secondary to cover receivers for an awful long time if you can't pressure the quarterback. And so that's a big key tonight for me. For Sallisaw is pressure the quarterback.
Yeah, and I got to rewatch the game from last week a little bit the other night, and we were getting pressure every now and then. We talked about this during the game, but for some reason we would have 4, linebacker combo of linebacker defensive linemen rushing the quarterback, but they would be so tight together they would be within 10 yards of each other. Right. When you got 50-plus yards to work with, and the guy with that kind of speed and that kind of escapability, right, it was hard to keep him in check and keep him wrapped up, so he got all day to run out there.
So it sounds like, too, on defense, spread the field. Keep your contained. Make sure that your ends are keeping their contained. And then the last key for me for Sallisaw tonight is to keep everything in front of you. What I mean by that is Stigler's going to run a lot of screens. Coach Bethel, had a chance to talk to Coach Bethel earlier this week. He said they'll screen you to death. Meaning that they're going to run the tight end on a screen. They're going to run little slip bubble screens to the receivers, backs out of the backfield. They're going to lull you to sleep by those screens, and then they're going to send somebody deep and get behind you and try to hit for the big play for a score. If you're Sallisaw on defense, you want to keep everything in front of you, make sure that you break down and make tackles. I think it wasn't on the screen, but we saw a lot of missed tackles last week, and they had a week to prepare, a week to adjust, and so I look for Sallisaw to tackle a lot better tonight against the Stigler offense.
I do too. I can't imagine that was a focal point of practice when a lot of, we'll say, third downs and second, third and longs, they had them wrapped up in the backfield and they kept it going. So, and here come the Black Diamonds.
You got to think, too, Matt, that those first game jitters that some of those younger players, the sophomores and those 2 freshmen that started last week, tonight maybe it slows down a little bit. There's not as much pressure. There's not as much nervousness going on in their head. And so, I really do, like I said, you look for a team to make a huge improvement from week 1 to week 2. And I really do look for Sallisaw to come out tonight, play more composed, play more disciplined, and show that they are a good football team, because they have the talent to be a pretty good football team. But like I said, this is going to be a tough game tonight too.
Well, and they do, and that gave Coach Lutmer and them time at least to look at. That was the first game with those players, with those players that started, replacing all the quarterback and the running back and all those touchdowns from last year. Well, that was new for them too, for coaches. So they need to adjust their game plan on what they can and cannot do. And obviously, Catoosa was a big front.
Yeah.
There was a big front 7 on Catoosa's defense.
Right.
You're not going to see as big. You're going to see smaller and probably quicker tonight from
right.
Stigler, and the numbers are not as big.
You look down the Stigler roster, and you don't see any 280s, any 290s, any 300s. So they will be a little bit smaller front. I really do look for that Sallisaw offensive line
to impose their will.
Absolutely, just to dominate up front, and Sallisaw should be able to kind of do what they want. When you and I talked to Coach Bethel before the season even started, one of the things he talked about was established clock management, long drives, putting an offensive drive together that's 13 or 14 plays that takes up, almost the entire quarter to score. And so I look for Sallisaw to try and do that tonight, try to be more, I guess, maybe patient offensively, to where they take up the entire quarter and score, and then your Stigler offense doesn't have a whole lot of time to get out there.
And it's different from what we've seen the last few years. Last year, Sallisaw had the breakaway, the long play opportunity. It was there. This year, Hunter had an 82-yard touchdown run last week, but those plays are not going to come as easy as they did last year. Right. Different style of offense.
That's funny, because we talked about that, and then the 2 biggest plays were breakaway big plays. And so I was wondering where Stigler was. They're just now coming out of their locker room, headed to their big inflatable helmet. We didn't have an inflatable helmet when we were in high school.
We just got it when we were in high school.
We had one of those old school banners. They just ran
Little
through.
Giants.
Yeah, you look at, and Stigler's got some pretty big boys, but you look at them as they're kind of making their way to the tunnel, that they are not as big as Catoosa was last week. Good crowd on hand. Looks like we're across, from the Sallisaw visitor bleachers, and it looks like Sallisaw traveled pretty well. Stigler's got a full house on their home side, so.
It's a beautiful night again. We've had 2 excellent nights of football so far, week 1 and week 2.
Yep.
Here come your Stigler Panthers.
And is this where we keep talking to distract everybody from the Stigler Panther entrance?
Yeah.
So what do you think, we don't want to focus on them at all, but real quick, what's the key for Stigler?
So to do what they do, I think that they know that they're talented. So they're going to do the same thing. They're going to try and spread the ball, throw the ball down the field. They're going to run a lot of counter, a lot of stretch, a lot of power, and then they're going to, but they run that shotgun offense like we talked about last week. They run that zone read, but they're going to do a lot of faking from that. They've got a senior quarterback in Bryce Turrentine that I think I'm saying that right, Turrentine. But, they list him at 5'9", 185, so he's a short guy. You got to think that our defensive linemen, Bartell at 6'7", those guys at 6'1", 6'2", they're going to be able to get in front. He's not going to be able to see down the field. That would be my concern if I was Stigler, is that you're facing a team that's a lot bigger up front than probably you're used to. And so the things that you typically do easily may not be as easy tonight against this big Sallisaw front. But, no, Matt, to answer your question, Stigler's going to try and just do what they do. I think defensively, they're going to make Sallisaw throw the ball. They're going to load the box up and make them throw the ball to win.
Looks like kicking off for the Panthers, number 70, Draven Johnson, 6'4", 305.
You don't see this often, but that is a big offensive lineman about to kick off right now.
Back deep for the Diamonds, number 3, Jackson McIntyre, number 2, Hunter Williams. So here we go. And it's like it's a little trick play onside kick, and it goes out of bounds. So good starting field position for the Black Diamonds.
That's a very smart play by Nate Asbel right there. He had a chance to try and recover that, but he saw it was probably coming too hard, so he just let it go, and it went out of bounds, and the Diamonds are going to start at the 40-yard line, 45-yard line.
Black Diamonds will start.
And here we go, 1st and 10, 45-yard line. I guess they'll mark it from where it went out of bounds. And have 2 receivers to the left, a little pistol formation here. We got a running back. It's like Hunter Williams in the back. Uh-oh. There's a fumble on the opening snap. Looks like Williams was able to jump on top of it.
Looks like you had senior
Michael Lemons?
Yeah, senior number 46, Michael Lemons out there, and kind of I guess what would be your fullback position.
H-back, fullback.
in this shotgun offense, but maybe trying to think, okay, we're going to try to establish more of a run game.
And then maybe, exactly what we were talking about, that may be what they're trying to do, and they'll move him around a lot, kind of adjust to how things are going, or what side needs to be blocked, or what they're doing. So they're going to same formation. Snap to Didway, handoff up the middle. Williams got a seam. He's going to cross the 40. He's got one man to beat to the 20. Can't break the tackle. He's brought down at about the 15-yard line.
We talk about how they're going to establish the drive and, pound the ball up the middle, and then they break a big play. Again, just like last week. We may all start thinking they're a big play team,
Well, we saw what the offensive line can do.
Yeah.
And they're going to be overmatched. The Stigler defensive line is going to be overmatched.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it's going to work tonight. They're going to get their points. They're going to get their offense is going to run. But right here is where Sallisaw is going to win the ball game.
Same formation.
Snap to Didway. Same play, right up the gut. This time, handoff to Jace. Looks like Jace Nicholson. Going to pick up about 2-3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down for the Diamonds.
Gain of a few yards brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Black Diamonds.
Here we go, 2nd down for the Diamonds. Nicholson still in the backfield, handoff again up the middle. He's going to drag a few defenders up inside the 10-yard line.
Looked like
Coach 3rd short.
Looks like Coach Lubner has seen something early that he likes the matchups, against that, because that's the same formation and the same play 3 times in a row. And if you could just continue to pound the ball up the middle like that, you're going to wear that defensive line out pretty quick. And
that'll open up everything else in your offense.
And that's going to open up the rest of the playbook. You're right.
So Nicholson's still in there. Hunter Williams maybe catching a breather.
Changing it up a little bit here.
Going to flip him. Backs a little deeper this time. Going to go to the left side. Got a little seam there inside the 5. Going to be a 1st down. We're going to 1st and goal for the Diamonds. You saw another big hole open up right there.
Right, absolutely. You know, the quarterback in me, I always look to see how far the cornerbacks are going to play off the receivers down here in the red zone. It looks like Stigler's going to give about a 5 to 7 yard cushion down here, and if worst comes to worst and you have to, your little short hitch routes are going to be wide open for an easy 3 or 4 or 5 yards.
Looks like somewhat of a jumbo package. They got in Daffin and Lemons.
Look at him to go right behind big 62, Jason Bartell.
He's really lined up at
There
tight
they
end
go,
there.
and they're going to
Tidway up the middle. He's not going to get to the
up front. Yep.
He just kind of stood straight up at about the 1 yard line. Thought he was able to fall in there, but that was a good job by the Stigler defensive lineman. Did you notice that Bartell was lined up at tight end?
Yeah. Was he an eligible receiver right there, do you think?
No. I think he was covered up.
Was he covered? I would do the same thing. I wouldn't change anything right now.
You got
just
4 chances.
Get push off the line, push him back, and just waltz.
He's going to go under center, Didway is. Straight up the middle, quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for a Black Diamond touchdown. Good opening drive by the Black Diamonds. Started by a huge run by Hunter Williams, capped off by a 1 yard touchdown. Quarterback sneak from Drew Didway. Diamonds will take the early lead.
Again, just like last week. I mean, they came out last week, scored on the first drive. Tonight, a lot of the same things. You're trying to establish your offensive front. The fact that you can, like you said, kind of enforce your will there and got a touchdown.
Lancaster, extra points up straight through the middle. 7-0 Black Diamonds on top. We'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back from MixTV Channel 19.
Local news, local events, MixTV Channel 19. Holly Borman, Justin Bennett. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. MixTV Channel 19.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
And we're back. Black Diamonds on top, 7-0. Opening drive, touchdown by the Black Diamonds, just like last week.
Yeah.
Caster in to kick off here. We'll look for that pooch kick down there about the 35, 40-yard line. They're going to flip-flop. I guess they watched a little film there. Panthers going to flip-flop. Going to get number 7, Dalton Hensley.
And I don't know if that's that he has better hand or look for them to catch the ball and try to return it instead of the fair catch right here. Let's see if Sallisaw makes an adjustment.
Look how far Caster's back. He's a little farther back than usual, so see what he decides to do. Yeah. He's going to kick it deep. Going to be caught at about the 2-yard line by Mason Peary. Nice move inside. Good cut. When he pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. You see right there, Chris, he catches it at about the 2.
Right.
He has a good return, but he's still not to where they would be if they pooch kicked it. So
we talked about it last
plus
week.
and minuses for both of them.
I like the kickoff deep.
When he can kick it that way, when he can kick it that far, then I agree. So 30-yard line, Panthers will start right there. 1st and 10, high-powered offense led by number 2 quarterback Bryce Turrentine, senior 5'9", 185. Looks like the lead back, number 20, Garrett Brooks. They're going to fake the handoff on the end around to Garen Mayhall. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play. Looks like he was brought down. Trying to see who was in on that tackle. It's like number 15, Caden Bailey. And Mayhall is down.
Tackles made by number 66, Jack Delander for the Black Diamonds.
And we'll keep it right here. We couldn't quite see what happened. There was a good opening play call.
Yeah, no, it was a good play call, and that's what they're going to try, and do tonight is kind of that misdirection, that end around, that motion. They brought the receiver in on motion and brought him around, but you know, you hate to see that in the first offensive play of the game for one of their starters to go down like that. You know, we saw a lot of knee injuries last weekend, it seems like, in college football.
And you know something about Mayhall, he's their leading receiver right now, 10 catches, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns on the year. Right. It's 2 ball games. So
that'd be if he can't return to the game, that's going to be a big loss for this Stigler offense, who, you know, obviously wants to throw the ball to him, you know, quite a bit.
But they also have 4 or 5 other guys that
can catch it and
well,
run too. Yeah.
Looks like maybe his ankle. Got some spirited fans here in Stigler.
Looks like they're replacing him with a senior number 10, Nathaniel Schaefer, who is listed at 6'3", 165. So that's a pretty big target that they're bringing in now. Yeah, he's not putting hardly any pressure, any weight on that. Yeah, he's probably done.
Yeah, unfortunately, those ankles, those be problematic, and they keep coming back, and it's hard to heal.
Yeah, that's the type of injury that if you don't give it the proper time to heal, it'll be bothering you all season long.
2nd down and 2, 38-yard line. Turrentine at quarterback, shotgun formation. They got 4 receivers out here. We got motion here. Going to fake the same play they ran last time. They're going to hand it up the middle to Garrett Brooks. Looks like he's going to cross the 40, get a first down here, brought down by Jace Nicholson.
And you can see early on, Matt, that the Sallisaw defense, again this week, is going to have to be very patient and disciplined in what they're doing, because Stigler is going to run a whole lot of fakes, a whole lot of misdirection, trying to get you out of position.
And the way you see their scores from their last ball game, 54-13, 42-7. I doubt they had to show much of this on film.
Exactly.
So this may be new to Sallisaw in the defense. Going to hand it off to number 20, Brooks again. It's like his helmet
came off. He's going to have to come out for a play, right?
Yep. Brought down at the 49-yard line, so we may see their first pass of the game. It's going to be second. Give it a long 2 here.
You know, I think Sallisaw's defense tonight is going to have to create a couple of turnovers, because it looks like it may be one of those classic back and forth, who can outscore who, and whoever can get the turnover and make a stop may get an advantage in this game early.
Faking around a quarterback. Turrentine's going to keep it across midfield. He's going to get the first down, lower his shoulder, run over the DB. Looks like who do we got over there? The defensive back. Is that Aubrey Henshaw?
Looks like.
Brings him down.
Tackle was made by number 8, Jacob.
Yes, sir. Aubrey Henshaw, 24. Brody Nicholson was in on that play as well.
It's a first down, Panthers.
It was a good job by Henshaw, though, to keep the play, you know, inside and turn the quarterback back in, not let him get to the sideline.
Inside Black Diamond territory, their opening possession of the game. Trail the Black Diamond 7-0. Good job by the Black Diamond defense. 2 or 3 guys in the backfield. Ends up Matt Fulbright bringing him down for a loss of 1 after Jace Nicholson had him in his grasp.
It's good to see number 8, Jacob Morris, back out in the field after suffering. He suffered a concussion in that second scrimmage, and it looks like he's back in his free safety position tonight. He's a junior, so there's a little bit more experience in that secondary back this week.
And those concussions, not taking any precautions anymore, so make sure he was ready to go and fully healthy, and he is, and look for him to play a big role tonight. Motion again, going to fake the handoff, looks to pass. He's got a deep ball, he's got a man open, number 12, and somehow comes down with the catch is Jackson Calhoun. No, that was really good coverage by Matt Fulbright.
That was just a great catch by the Stigler player there. I mean, Fulbright had him step for step. He was there, just got the ball in, made the catch. There's nothing wrong with that. But there it is. They run you to death, and then they try to get behind you. And that's what I mean when Sallisaw needs to try to keep everything in front.
You know, the ball was underthrown, and he was able to slow down, keep the defender close to him, and get over the top and make a catch. And, you know, Matt Fulbright's not a short guy. That was a tough play. So shotgun again, handoff to Brooks. He's got a hole. He's going to run to the corners and be brought down at about the 2-yard line. Again by Morris and Matt Fulbright. And that's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Great block by Calhoun, the Stigler receiver that just made that catch. The very next play comes back, gets a great block to spring the running back out to the outside. So, you know, like we said, this is a high-powered Stigler offense, and they're showing it on this first drive. You You know, you look at that Stigler offensive line, they're not that small.
No, they're not. Turrentine keeps it up the middle. Looks like he fumbled it, but I believe he was across the goal line, and they do rule it a touchdown.
Sallisaw saying they had the ball, but it looks like he had already crossed the goal line.
I think he was clear into the end zone a yard or two. Once you break the goal line,
right,
you're good. Everything's good. So Stigler was able to match the Black Diamonds score for score. But you know what both teams did, even though Sallisaw, they both had one big play each.
Right.
But they were able to run some time off the clock. You know, I mean, we're inside 7 minutes. Extra point for the Panthers is good. Number 70, Draven Johnson. 6:47 to go. Tied up 7-7. We'll be right back from MixTV, Channel 19.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance provided by Road America is now included with your auto policy. We'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Randall Baker about Shelter's roadside assistance.
And we're back for the kickoff. Hunter Williams, Jackson McIntyre back there, but it doesn't matter. Another onside kick attempt. This time, Nate Asbel was able to fall on it. So two big plays on a kickoff return by Nate Asbel.
You know, I don't really get that from Stigler unless you just don't have the ability to kick the ball. You're given what clearly is going to be an offensive game. Sallisaw a half a field to work with.
We applauded him the first time because it was, you know, it came out of nowhere, unexpected. This time, okay, what's going on? So Sallisaw gets 2 possessions, 45 in the 50-yard line.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
No, absolutely not. We'll take short field all day if they want to do that.
They want to keep doing that. We'll work with half a field.
But that kicker, we saw him kick the extra point way, you know, to the top of the uprights, so we know he can kick it. Handoff Hunter Williams again, got another hole. Breaks the tackle, across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. It's another big run from Hunter Williams. He's in 2 plays, 2 long runs.
Looks like we're in for one of those nights, Matt. Nobody can stop anybody. It's kind of like a Big 12 game.
Yep. Speaking of the Big 12, we going somewhere tomorrow?
We are. You and I will be making the trip to Columbus, Ohio with our friend David Hadley to watch the Oklahoma-Ohio State
So everybody
game.
keep us in your prayers that we make it.
Leaving tonight after this ball game.
Yeah, straight after the ball game. All right, first down and 10, Black Diamonds, 35-yard line. Handoff again to Hunter Williams. Brought down at about the 30-yard line. Another 6 yards right there for the Diamonds.
And we will keep everyone posted as we go along with some scores. Oklahoma State fans out there. Oklahoma State's playing tonight in South Alabama.
Has that game started yet? We'll try to keep updated on that. Maybe a 6:30, 7 o'clock start.
I would imagine it's already started.
I'll for everybody, I'll set my alerts to let me know each time a score happens, so we'll keep y'all posted on that. It has started 0-0. Second down and 5 for the Diamonds. Going to hand off to Williams straight up the middle. He's got another big hole. That offensive line is really making some good holes for our running backs to run through, and that's down to the 15-yard line, another first down.
This is that offensive line that everyone has touted since the start of the season as being just a dominant, experienced, physical offensive line. This is what we're seeing tonight so far in these first 2 drives, is they are just having their way up front, pushing the ball. Hunter Williams is not getting touched until he gets 4 or 5 yards, you know, into the other side, get to the second level to the linebackers before anybody ever touches him. So great start for Sallisaw offensively.
Another handoff in the middle this time, nowhere to run. He's brought down immediately by number 18, Carson Gray. Stigler linebacker. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Diamonds.
They keep doing the same thing. Eventually, Stigler is going to adjust to that. So this is where Sallisaw play calling needs to get a little bit, you know, more creative. Maybe try something a little bit different right here.
2nd and 10. Didway hands off to Nicholson this time. Similar play call, similar result. It's going to be 3rd down and long here for the Diamonds inside the red zone.
And it looks like to me that those are straight power calls. That Didway, to me, doesn't look like he has an option to pull the ball and run. It looks like that's a straight handoff. What I would try right here is let's try to get the ball, spread the field a little bit, try to get the ball into the hands of a receiver. The cornerbacks, if you'll watch the cornerbacks, they're lining up 5 or 6 yards deep, and then they're backpedaling straight off the snap. So
you got a cushion.
The hitch is there, the quick out's there. You just have to have the faith in your quarterback to be able to get the ball to him.
So 3rd down and 11. They're going to mark it as a 1-yard loss. Didway's going to boot to his left. Looks for the out route, but it's tipped to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th down and 11 for the Black Diamonds.
That'll bring up a 4th down for the Black Diamonds.
I like the play call. I like it to the wide side of the field. That's where your room is. So I like the idea. I think we should have keep running the ball to the wide side.
Well, you know, we saw some options last week into the boundary as well when you have that open field. So sometimes having the open field, you get some more opportunities. So be Castor in to kick the kick the field goal. Be 33-yard field goal attempt. It's a good-looking kick, straight down the middle. Good. Juan Castor with his first field goal of the year.
That's a nice kick.
Absolutely.
That's a good
nice weapon to have,
Absolutely.
especially in high school football.
Now, hold serve, right? If you're Sallisaw, you come back out, you have to at least hold them to a field goal or get a stop. You can't trade field goals for touchdowns in this game, I don't think.
Ten to 7, Diamonds on top. Inside 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Castor's going to come here to kick it off again. Let's see if he goes deep. What's more, it worked out well for the Diamonds last time. Make sure to remind everyone, catch the replay of tonight's game on Channel 19 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. or Sunday and Tuesday nights at 6:30. So don't forget, in case you only get to record this or not get to watch it, you can catch it again on Sundays and looks like
Tuesdays.
I should remember that already by now. Tomorrow morning, Sundays and Tuesday nights at 6:30.
Another deep kick.
So number 5 again, Mason Peary.
Big hole.
Huge hole. Going to break a tackle out of the 30. There's a flag on the play. Flag down about the 38-yard line.
Looks like he's going to take
this
that
is all
the
for
way.
nothing. He's going to go take it into the end zone. But we'll see if it gets called back. And you want to say that maybe the last time they kick it deep?
Yeah, I think that's probably why you pooch kick that.
They should never kick it deep, Chris. They should always pooch kick it.
It's funny. I talk about
holding against the Panthers.
Bringing it back. It's funny. I talk about I like the deep kickoff, but then that's what ultimately in 2000 when we played in the state championship game, they ran the opening kickoff back. So I don't know why I like the deep kick, right?
And then the same team next year I was playing, they ran the second half kickoff back. But in all honesty, they should have made the tackle about the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
And it would have been the same field position as last time.
And I wonder, Matt, it goes back to I wonder if they don't practice covering kicks probably a lot in practice if they're
not with full
kick,
contact.
Right, so that might be something new for those guys.
So 1st and 10, 10 to 7, Black Diamonds on top of the Panthers. 28-yard line is where they'll start. Going to hand off to Brooks up the middle. Was able to make a nice little juke move, get a few extra yards down to the 40-yard line, 11-yard pickup.
That was a good job by Jacob
down.
Morris coming up, making that hit from his free safety position.
Yeah, when you're the last line of defense,
right,
it's always good to count on. So 1st and 10. Going to hand off again to Brooks. Man, he just shot out of that hole. Looks like he was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get it across the 45-yard line, pickup of about 6.
Looks like number 7, Jace Nicholson, in on that tackle. And number
Jack Glender.
66, Jack Glender. Thank you, Stigler PA guy.
Second down and 4. Gonna hand off to Brooks again.
Good play, Caden Bailey.
Good pursuit by the Black Diamonds. Caden Bailey, number 44, as well. Trenton Jones, a freshman.
Let's take a look at that McDonald's replay on that. Watch Caden Bailey come up from his strong safety position and just make a good stick. That's what the Diamonds are going to have to do tonight when they try to run the ball right here. Watch number 15 come up, contain, boom.
Yes, because even if he couldn't make the tackle, he pushed it in there where Trent Jones and the other backers could. And so much for the third down and short. Nice call by the Stigler Panthers on the hard count.
Got to watch the football. If the football doesn't move, you don't move.
The call was offsides on the defense. That's a first down for the Panthers.
So that penalty is going to give the Panthers a first down across midfield into Black Diamond territory.
In a game like this, you can't make those mistakes. Those are mistakes that you have to take care of.
Nice cut by Turrentine. It's going to hit the corner. It's going to get close to another first down. Diamonds had good pursuit. That was Connor Daffin coming off the end. And he made a good cut inside, and there was nobody in there. Got to give Daffin credit there. I mean, he didn't make the tackle, but he did force him back inside.
For another Panther first down.
And I think that's what the coaching staff's asking those guys to do is turn everything back in. Let the pursuit come and help you.
So first and 10. Motion man across, hands off to Brooks up the middle. He's going to get to the 25-yard line into another Panther first down. You know, he's got some quick feet, and he's making some nice cuts right off the line of scrimmage.
Very quick feet.
Tackled by number 8, Jacob Morris.
You know, so far the Stigler offense is as advertised. I mean, they come out and they're very high-paced, very quick. And honestly, they really haven't thrown the ball just a lot. They are running more. Of course, they're having success at it, so why do anything different?
Hand off again to Brooks off the left side. Good tackle by Connor Daffin. Brought down at the 21-yard line, tackle by number 21.
Curious to see what Diamonds tonight on defense are going to step up and play more aggressive. Try to be more forceful with what they're trying to do out there. And it looks like Connor Daffin tonight has kind of stepped up to that challenge a little bit.
Hand off again to Brooks up the middle. He's got a hole, makes a cut outside. He's going to walk into the end zone for a Panther touchdown. 21 yards on the run by Garrett Brooks. And that'll give the Panthers the early lead inside a minute left in the first quarter. Diamonds are just going to have to wrap up better. They're going to keep feeding him the ball.
Ball's going to be held by number 12, Jackson Calhoun.
You know, we talked about, Matt, a little bit in the first 2 ball games. Stigler's only thrown the ball 40 times. And so we were thinking, man, that's not a lot. You know, when they're throwing, it doesn't look like they have to throw a whole lot.
False start that's going to push them back 5 yards, and that's big, you know, for an extra point. So that could come back to haunt them later, especially in this type of ball game that we expect.
Try to keep it where a field goal could tie it up.
And we've seen what Castor has in his arsenal.
What he can do, yeah. If you needed a field goal at some point, be curious to see how this kick looks.
Draven Johnson, number 70. Looks like it's wide left, no good. So that's big. It's huge for the Diamonds. 13-10 Stigler lead.
Write that down because that could come back in the later part.
And we'll take a quick break. Be right back. Stigler on top, 13-10 for MixTV Channel 19.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
And we're back 13-10. Panthers on top of the Black Diamonds. Black Diamonds set to receive another kickoff. It's going to be Jackson McIntyre and Hunter Williams back there. We'll see if they actually decide to kick it deep this time.
What do you think they're going to do? You think the onside kick again? Surely not. Surely not. The fans down here are wanting them to kick the ball.
She's telling them to kick the ball, so we'll see if they listen.
I'm sure you guys can hear that watching at home or online. Stigler's got some pretty loud fans here right in front of us.
And he does pooch kick it. It's going to be caught at about the 35. But number 12 with the Black Diamonds, James Limbaugh. He's going to get across the 40, so good field position. Diamonds have yet to start, inside their own 40-yard line.
I mean, I think, yeah, we'll gladly take that field position every time.
Good pass by the one ref to the other, hitting right in the head.
You ever try to throw the ball like that?
Just remember, everybody, I don't know what time stamp we are right now in the ball game, so if you want to ever go back at 53 minutes and watch that, I don't think we caught that on film. We get a McDonald's replay.
Yeah, on the referees hitting each other.
All right, first down 10, Diamonds, 41-yard line. Handoff off the left side to Hunter Williams. There's a little room to run. He's going to pick up about 5. So change it up a little bit, trying to get outside the field. This is one of our keys to victory.
Great first down play. 5 yards on first down. We'll take it every time. Now maybe a little bootleg out to the wide side. Get the ball in the hands of your receivers. Maybe see if they can make a cornerback miss, a tackle. Because we don't know. We don't know how their secondary can tackle. They may not be able to, and you don't know unless you – I guess they probably know because they've seen it on film. But
so second down and 4. Handoff up the middle to Hunter Williams. Going to be brought down in the backfield. Loss of 1 on the play.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. Panthers leading the Black Diamonds.
And that will do it for the first quarter. Diamonds will come back with a third down for the Diamonds, trailing 13-10. This is Mix TV, Channel 19.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoyah County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on Mix TV.
And we're back. Big third down right here for the Black Diamonds. Stigler's have been able to score on their first 2 possessions. Diamonds got a touchdown and field goal on their first 2. So it's almost like the first team to punt, maybe get a leg, get behind a little bit. Right. So give the other team a leg up.
And I think you and I were talking at the break. You'd like to start seeing maybe a little bit more play action pass in the first couple of downs, because if you play action pass right here on third down, they're almost expecting that. Right. So we'll see what they dial up here, but you got to think Stigler's thinking pass here.
3rd and 5. He's going to fake the handoff, boot to the short side, overthrows his wide receiver, Aubrey Henshaw. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
It was there. Aubrey Henshaw was open, but he just overthrew, made an overthrow there. So that's the type of play call you need. Again, I like it to the wide side. Give your quarterback a little bit more room. Give your receivers more room.
So far in the ball game, first quarter stats: Hunter Williams, 7 carries, 82 yards. Nicholson, 4 carries, 14 yards, and Drew Didway, 2 carries, 2 yards, and a touchdown for the Diamonds. And the punt from Ramirez is nearly blocked, but it ended up being a nice punt inside the 20, going to pin the Panthers inside their own 20-yard line to the 18.
Good punt right there. I'd like to thank Mr. Bobby Qualls for making the trip with us tonight to do our stats.
Absolutely.
It's nice to have some stats to be able to read to you guys.
Try to provide you the best experience we can. while you're watching Black Diamond football.
Jackson Calhoun.
So it's going to be first down for the Panthers. Like we said, touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives. Pretty much just running the ball is what they've done so far with Garrett Brooks. He's back there lined up next to the quarterback, Bryce Turrentine. He's going to hand it off on the end around. His wide receiver is able to get through a few tacklers across the 25-yard line.
Caden Bailey bring that ball out.
And they're saying he's down.
Let's take a look at McDonald's replay there, see if he was down on that or if Caden Bailey came in and ripped that ball out before his knee touched. You'll see Caden Bailey come in here and just start ripping at the ball. Here he comes in. Boy, you just can't see.
Yeah, tough to see right there in the middle of the pile. So it's going to be second short for the Panthers. Weird looking, looks like a busted play.
Definitely a busted play.
Let's just go ahead and let's show the McDonald's replay on this one. Let's look at this one again. We kind of process.
Watch the spins and the pirouettes made here by the quarterback.
We need to process what just happened. Ends up getting the first down out of it somehow.
Whoops.
Good awareness by Turrentine to
get upfield,
tuck it up
get
and
what
run.
you can. Yeah. Be dizzy after that play.
It's a 1st and 10, 34-yard line for the Panthers. Good play by the Black Diamonds. First time they've really shut down Brooks up the middle. Looks like Josh Wiley, Jacob Brown, Brody Nicholson in on the tackle.
You see it quite a bit at the higher levels, but are you a fan of the people coming into the pile and ripping that ball, trying to get a turnover any way you can?
Whatever you can.
You got to get a turnover. I mean, you feel like with the way Stigler's playing, you've got to get some kind of turnover.
Especially if you're struggling on defense.
Right.
I mean, you're a fan of OSU. You've watched them. They've made a living off forcing turnovers, and their defense really wasn't that good. And so that makes a bad defense to a good defense.
A bend, don't break type of a defense.
Yeah, so, I mean, turnovers will win you ball games. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to having a 15-minute practice every day at the end, just practicing ripping that ball out of there.
Number 66, Jack Glander in there on that defensive stop. Big third down here. This is one of the few third downs they've had. Need a stop right here for Sallisaw. Get upfield.
Turntine's going to keep it around the corner. He's going to get the first down. It's going to be right about the midfield stripe, 50-yard line for the Panthers. Moving the ball, running once again. Shotgun formation, Turrentine quarterback, Brooks in the backfield. Going to spin around, fake a couple handoffs, throws it deep.
Intercept that.
Double coverage.
There's
a flag on the play in the area of interference. Like Fulbright and Henshaw had good coverage.
Take a look at McDonald's replay on that and see where the interference may have happened.
But I missed the early contact. So right down here at the bottom of your screen.
Thrown into double coverage if you watch 23, Fulbright
There's
there.
a little holding there going out of your screen.
He threw the flag here. I didn't see much contact. Yeah.
Mark Crawford ended up being the one on the coverage.
Not Fulbright.
I think he got a little jersey. Or a little too much of the jersey, I should say. So it'll be penalty result in a first down for the Panthers, 40-yard line. They're able to move the ball here kind of methodically on the Black Diamond defense. Need a big stop here, need a turnover, need something here to kind of get some momentum going back to Sallisaw's way. And that's a good start on first down. It'd be a 2-yard pickup on the quarterback keeper.
Good play by the defense to hold them to a minimal gain on first down. See what they have in their bag on second and third and long.
OSU on top, 17-0 against South Alabama, A&M, something. I don't know who it is.
South Alabama. Little slip. There's one of the screens we were talking about. Good play by
good play
Sallisaw.
call, but
Absolutely.
good play by the Black Diamond defense. Good pursuit by Matt Fulbright.
Fulbright read that well. He, they've practiced that all
Yeah.
week. He read that well, and he came up. It's the first time we've seen a screen from Stigler tonight.
It looks like Trent Jones had him wrapped up, and then Fulbright was in there to come and stop him right in his tracks.
Now, we don't know the Stigler offensive philosophy, but to me, this could be 4-down territory for them. So they're on third down.
With the extra point we saw a while ago, I'm going to guess.
You're going to guess that we're in 4-down territory. So we need a couple stops here.
Big third down here for the Black Diamonds. He's going to boot out to his right, Turrentine, looking for the out, the comeback, and it's dropped by his wide receiver. He had number 10 there, Nathaniel Schaefer, and he had him wide open.
Now, Matt, I'll say this. To me, that exact play is what Sallisaw should be doing on offense when you get into those second downs and third downs. That was wide open. Just we were fortunate enough he dropped it right there. But that play is open all the time, especially on a defensive secondary that gives 5-6 yard cushions and backpedals off the snap of the ball.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout here. The Panthers are going to take a timeout, 4th and 6. We'll be right back from MixTV, Channel 19.
New at McDonald's, a slushie sensation. McDonald's Minute Maid slushies in 3 refreshing flavors.
Keep cool this summer with your choice of cherry limeade, orangeade, or fruit punch.
At Diamond Express, we offer quality fuel at a premium price. Ice-cold beverages, snacks, and lottery tickets. But the great deals don't stop there. We are the perfect spot for hot homemade breakfast, a full plate for only $2.99. On that busy lunch break, stop by and grab a meal from our deli. Choose from hamburgers, corn dogs, burritos, and our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Our brand new rewards program saves you money with a sign-up bonus, a birthday bonus, and so much more. Diamond Express, 712 South Curve Boulevard in Sallisaw.
And we're back. 4th down here for the Panthers. This is huge, huge play. Maybe one of the biggest so far in the game for the Black Diamond defense.
The biggest so far in the game for the Black Diamond defense. I mean, it's still early in the contest, in the big scheme of things. But like we talked about, it's the team that's going to be able to get the stop. Stigler stopped Sallisaw's offense, forced a punt. Now it's Sallisaw's turn to stop Stigler's offense to really kind of hold serve, so to speak, and get the ball back and try to go take the lead. But yeah, it looks like they are definitely going to go for it. So good call on the not going to attempt a 50-yard field goal.
I don't think that was ever in doubt. The 4th down.
I'd like to see it, personally. Yeah. Here we go.
If you're a Sallisaw fan, you want to. Motion man, right to left. He's do that little spin. He's got some pressure coming behind him. Brody Nicholson trying to get to him, and he gets him down at the 37-yard line.
Good play. Looks like their
Black Diamond football.
May have been a little horse collar there, but it wasn't called, so they didn't happen.
If it didn't, call it.
Let's take a look at the McDonald's replay on that big 4th down stop.
Huge play. Good pursuit from the backside. Good pursuit from Brody Nicholson.
Coming around, you'll see Nicholson comes off the block right there. Comes all the way over, reaches out, and makes – he didn't
Absolutely,
didn't grab the horse collar at all. That's very clean. Nice play.
Clean tackle. Black Diamonds take over, get a little momentum here, see if they can carry it over to the offense.
To me, that's, I guess, another thing Sallisaw needs. They need something big like that to kind of jolt their energy, get them excited to get back out there on offense and play.
Didway takes the snap, hands off up the middle to Hunter Williams. Able to break one tackler, get across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Nice gain on 1st down. Right here, Matt, is where, like we've talked about, right here's where a rollout to the wide side of the field with an out or some kind of comeback route, get past the sticks, get a 1st down on the 2nd down play by rolling it out. But we'll see. That's what we did in 2000, and that's
100 years ago.
It wasn't 100, but close.
2nd down and 4 for the Black Diamonds. Going to hand off up the middle to Hunter Williams. Going to be brought down in the backfield. 3rd down and 5 for the Diamonds.
A few yards on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down for the Black Diamonds. Colton Sweden on the tackle. And Cole West.
See what the Diamonds can dial up here on 3rd down.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Black Diamonds.
Try to show a different look here to the Stigler defense. you're at a point in the game where you can't give up too many of these opportunities to go down and take the lead, because you know the more chances you give that Stigler offense, the further behind you may get. So very important drive right here for Sallisaw.
Didway's going to hand it off on the stretch play to Williams. He's going to be tripped up in the backfield. That's good pursuit as number 18, Carson Gray. You got to give him a little pub there from that play, tripping him up in the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down and long.
They gave a different look. They went outside, kind of a stretch play. But like you said, it looked like Stigler was ready for that and came up and made a great play on 3rd down. So let's see if we can get another good punt off here. Last time the punt, they almost blocked it. So we'll see if they kind of speed things up a little bit.
Yep, Adrian Ramirez back there. And Jackson Calhoun to receive the punt for the Panthers. It's going to hit it about the 25, kind of a sideways bounce. Crawford's going to down it about the 25-yard line.
Good flip of field there. Kind of pin the Stigler offense kind of back in their own territory.
From a shootout to a
defensive battle real fast. You know, we were talking Stigler's, the playing surface it looks very nice. We didn't get a chance to walk out on it this week, but it looks nice from up here.
Just wait till Game 6, Game 7. Play on it a little more.
Yeah, starts to get the wear and tear in the middle.
JV, freshman, junior high. First down and 10, 26-yard line for the Panthers. Going to hand off the right side to Brooks.
Off the block. It's holding.
He's going to be tackled or brought down by number 81, Aubrey Henshaw. Knocks the ball out, but it's out of bounds. It's going to be 1st down. It's going to be about an 11-yard pickup for Brooks.
You know, Stigler runs so much outside that they ask their receivers to do a lot of blocking downfield, and you just got to be careful with your Stigler receiver not to hold the Sallisaw secondary. And it looked like on that play, I'm not an expert, obviously, I don't referee, but it looked like Aubrey Henshaw may have gotten held a little bit there. Is that Sallisaw homer coming out?
A little bit. 1st and 10. Does a little spin around, hand off to Brooks up the middle. I don't know what to call that. I've never seen so much of it.
I guess the purpose of it is maybe if you have someone keying on the quarterback that they just.
But he's not that kind of quarterback. They don't have a spy out there.
They don't.
You know, it's like you know how when you're doing a counter,
right?
And you spin like that, but he's not. He's still handing off to the. I don't know. He's not really faking. I guess he's kind of a counter to the motion man, and then hands off to the back up the middle.
Maybe he just likes spinning.
Could be. 2nd down and 5. Hand off again to Brooks. Able to shake the initial tackler and get a pickup of about 7. He pushed out of bounds 48. Another 1st down for the Panthers.
And it is.
Jack Glander had him in the backfield and couldn't hold on.
Brody Nicholson, number 24.
And he was brought down by number 24, Brody Nicholson. It's like a timeout on the field by the Panthers, and we'll keep it right here.
Timeout, Panthers. Their 2nd timeout.
Take a look here. Just pull up the rest of the Black Diamond schedule. Tonight we're here at Stigler. Next week, hosting Tahlequah. Now, are they 5A or are they 6A now, Matt? Do we know?
I thought they were in Class 6A2, but they may be moving up to 6A2 next year. I know a lot of people are shifting classes next year, so I know some are bumping up, some are coming down.
And then on the 22nd September, you start.
That's where the real football starts.
Start district play. You open up against Hilldale. Obviously, they are going to be the favorite this year in District 4A4. So, you're going to find out real fast. If Sallisaw's to win the district, you got to beat the best, and so they're going to find out real fast in a couple of weeks. But
so it's a tough opening schedule. It's a tough 4 games for the Black Diamonds, but it'll get them prepared for district play.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers, 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. Fakes the handoff, looks to pass on the quick slant. It's caught across the middle by number 15, Lakin Bass. Freshman, 6'1", 165 for the Panthers. They're going to pick up about 14 on the play for a first down.
That's a big freshman. That's a big freshman. You know, back to the schedule, I think we get so used to the college game where the first non-conference games are usually cupcakes, and it's not that way in high school anymore. I mean, you play non-conference, but it's very good competition.
And I'm fully behind that tough schedule because your district play, especially in high school, that's what's important. That's to get your playoff seeding. So you want to be prepared. You want to play the tough competition, and there's, you know what? If you lose, so what? You learn something. You learn something about your team. You're going to fight adversity.
You learn more about yourself in these tough games where you may lose a couple, or you may find out, that more than you would playing a team that you can just dominate.
Only thing you worry about is injuries.
Right.
If you're just flat out overmatched, that's where you can worry, maybe have an issue with injury possibilities.
Right.
But otherwise, let your team learn, get ready, toughen them up a little bit. 5-yard pickup by Brooks. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Got another timeout on the field. Looks like this one's going to be called by the Panthers. That's their 3rd timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Be right back. 4:27 remaining. This is Mix TV, Channel 19.
In Sallisaw, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Shannon Van for your insurance and financial needs.
And we're back with we'll get our Charlie's Chicken trivia question ready for you. It is, who had the most receiving yards in a single game for the Black Diamonds? So think about that a little bit. We'll get back with you here with your answer. 2nd and 5. Fakes the handoff, spins around, drops back to pass, throws it deep down the middle. It's going to be incomplete, but a flag down. Looks like they're going to call pass interference. At 81, Aubrey Henshaw in the coverage.
We can take a look at that McDonald's replay and kind of get a better look at
that was Nathaniel Schaefer. It's 6'3" versus, 6'2" out there.
Right. Two big, tall guys going head-to-head. So let's see here on the coverage where the interference was. Play action fake. He's going to try to take a shot downfield. On live time, I saw that there was contact there. I don't know if it was incidental, but tough break by Sallisaw because the coverage, he looked like he was there. Let's go to the scoreboard. Take a look at some scores around the area here.
We'll get it pulled up for you.
Cell service here in Stigler is probably not the best.
First down and 10 for the Panthers. End around to, it's like number 5. That's Mason Peary. We'll break a tackle, carrying defenders inside the 10-yard line. He's going to have a first down. Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal here for the Panthers. We'll go to your McDonald's scoreboard. We got Hilldale on top of Shakota 14-0. Fort Gibson 18-7 over Sequoia Claremore. Stillwell on top of Heaton 27-7. Wagner on top of Pryor 22-6. And Metro on top of Oklahoma Christian School 12-0. And we'll try to get you a couple more local scores here. There's a 1st and goal play up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown. Garrett Brooks. And that's going to give the Panthers a 2-score lead. He was able to plow his way right up the middle into the end zone.
Looks like the Panthers are going to go for 2 and try to get back that point that they gave back earlier on a missed extra point. So if you're Sallisaw, keep your defense out there because they're going to go for 2 right here.
Be shotgun formation.
Spread the field on the 2-point play.
Turrentine's going to keep it to the left side.
Nice play.
Good pursuit by the Black Diamond defense. Looks like Brody Nicholson and Matt Fulbright was able to stop him before he got to the end zone. And so that's going to make it 19-10. Panthers on top, 3:37 remaining. I'll go ahead and give you some more scores while we're with you. We'll try to find some Class 3A. See if we get some local scores. Eufaula 28-8 over Hartshorn, and that's in the second quarter. Roland trailing Sequoia Tahlequah 21-0. And a few more that have not been updated yet, but as soon as they do, I think Vian's playing Prairie Grove, and probably check on Muldrow to see if they're playing. Haven't got a score update yet for them. We want to remind you, if you don't have DiamondNet but still want to watch the game live, go to our Facebook page or to our website at kxmx.com. There are 4 different ways to watch tonight's game. Mix TV Channel 19 on DiamondNet, of course. On our Mix app, just download the app, click on the menu in the top left corner, then click on Mix TV Live. Watch it on our Facebook page, like we said, or catch it on the website, kxmx.com. And we're back 19-10, Panther lead. It's going to be a high kickoff, fair catch here by James Limbaugh, and he drops it. He's able to get back on top of it. We did not need that.
That's why you do the pooch kick.
Everybody breathe a sigh of relief. 3:34 remaining in the half.
Ball will be placed on the 26-yard line. 3:34 left in the first half of play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Black Diamonds.
You're Sallisaw right here. I know we keep talking. We absolutely have to go down and score.
Got a little different look with trips left, and Didway tries to keep it off the right side, and I can't tell if he tripped up there or he was brought down. It's going to be a short gain on the first down.
Hard to tell who was on the tackle on that play. Looks like there was no gain on the play. It'll bring the 2nd down and 10 up for the Black Diamonds.
So 2nd down and 10. Like I said, a little different. Got a trips formation here for the Black Diamonds to see if they try to open something up on the wide side of the field. They run it up the middle, Hunter Williams.
Yeah, those corners for Stigler are still giving cushion. They're still backpedaling. They're basically giving you that 6, 8, 10-yard completion. It just is Sallisaw have the confidence to bring Didway out and him turn his shoulder and throw the ball. So we'll see what we kind of come up with here on this 3rd and long. Last couple times they've had this situation, they've ran that rollout to the short side of the field, which is just it's a small window to throw in if you're a quarterback. Now, yes, he's right-handed, and that's the more natural way to roll out, but your wide side is here. And then we got trips on this side, so
we're going to be a timeout on the field called by the Black Diamonds, first of the game. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for Mix TV Channel 19.
At Kiki's Country Kitchen, located just west of Sallisaw on Highway 64, enjoy breakfast anytime, along with daily lunch specials, which include chicken fried steak, smoked brisket, fish and chips, and our epic chili cheeseburger. Enjoy generous portions at great prices. Kiki's is open 7 days a week and always has a great selection of made-from-scratch pies and cakes. Check us out on Facebook or come and see us, 3301 West Cherokee in Sallisaw. Kiki's Country Kitchen.
And we're back, 3rd down for the Black Diamonds. It's going to be 3rd and about 7 to the 30-yard line. 2:14 remaining in the half, trailing 19-10. We've had have a couple big 3rd downs so far in this game, and I think none bigger than this one right here for our Black Diamond offense. They've shown it's been tough to stop the Stigler offense, so they really need to get a score here. Trips formation to the left. Didway drops back, looks across the middle, and there's nobody there. Looks like some miscommunication on the route. Had number 33.
You had a couple of guys. You had 33 open.
Mark Crawford wide open across the middle.
You had Jacob Morris over here at the boundary open. It's a long throw from the other hash, but I mean, we've seen Didway's arm. He's got a very strong arm. So, that was there. It looked like a little hesitation there on where to throw the ball. I think he came out of that, Matt, thinking in my mind, I'm throwing it right there no matter what, and you see what happens. So.
The punt goes on. Looks like it's off the side of his foot, out of bounds. Going to be around. You're giving the ball around the 43-yard line of the Diamonds. With 2:07, that's like eternity for this offense. So the Diamonds really need to hold them right here and at least get the ball back or at least keep them from scoring. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. On top of the Diamonds, 19-10. Handoff to Brooks off the right tackle. Squeezes through a few defenders, is able to get to the 30-yard line and get a first down for the Panthers.
And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
It's a good shot of the Sallisaw crowd. Made the trip over here to Stigler to watch the Black Diamonds tonight.
Tackled by number 15, Peyton Bailey, and number 81, Aubrey Henshaw.
Looks like Henshaw again in on the tackle on that play.
1st and 10, drops back to pass, throws it deep to the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for number 10, Nathaniel Schaefer had a little push off of the defender.
Man.
Trying to separate himself.
They've made 2 interference calls on Sallisaw tonight, then the push off, and there's nothing called there. So we'll see. Good cover. That was good coverage down there by the secondary.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers with 1 minute and 43 seconds left in the first half.
Drops back, throws the quick screen. It's dropped. This time Jackson Calhoun.
There's one of those slip screens that we talked about. Receiver just dropped it, but looks like the defense was there had he made that catch. But nevertheless,
so 3rd and
drop
10.
Ball, 3rd down. Big play here.
We've established this is 4-down territory for the Panthers, so 2 chances at 10 yards.
Oh, especially here late in the first half where if they do turn it over on downs, you're asking Sallisaw to go a long way in a short amount of time, so absolutely 4-down territory.
Throws a pass across the middle. He was double covered, but that was an excellent throw by Turrentine.
Had a very small window to fit that ball in, and I think it did hit the hands of the receiver?
It hit the hands right in his numbers, it looked like. Yeah. And so that's going to be incomplete. Going to be 4th and 10. I think it was Jacob Morse on the coverage and Aubrey Henshaw.
Going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Panthers.
So back-to-back possessions, the Diamonds have had big 4th down plays right here in this part of the field. Let's see if we can get off the field again.
Minute 36.
There's some
good
pressure.
Turrentine's going to keep it. Across the 30, 25, across the 20-yard line. He's going to get a first down as the ball on the turf.
Turrentine keeps the football, takes it around the right side.
Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 22, or excuse me, at the 16, which gives the Panthers a first down.
That's good awareness by the quarterback there. He knew where he needed to get that first down. He dove head first, which you don't see a lot of, and picked up the first down for Stigler.
Pass out to the running back, Brooks. Going to get about 8 yards and get out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a several-yard gain around the left side. Taken out of bounds. Play clock is at 1 minute and 11 seconds. 2nd 5.
Clock stopped, minute 11. Second down and say 2 for the for the Panthers. Drops back to pass. Going to boot out to his right. Looks like his crossing receiver was number 15, Lakin Bass, but the throw was a little low. Skipped it in there to him, so it'll be 3rd down and short.
You know, that time Brody Nicholson got in there and got some pressure on the quarterback, and we watched him in pregame, and you know, he has a tendency a lot of times to underthrow the ball like that if he feels pressure. So, you know, that could be a big key going into the second half, especially if Stigler starts having to throw the ball. That pressure the quarterback thing it could come into play because he does tend to rush his throws a little bit when he's under pressure.
It's like a flag down. Look at the Stigler crowd cheering.
Try to catch a T-shirt here, Matt. Would you, if you caught one, would you do the whole throw it back like they do at the Cubbies?
Oh, I would chunk it back too.
Throw it back.
If I can get it out of this window. So the penalty on the diamond is going to make a 1st down and goal for the Panthers. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the half, which is not really a factor at this point. It's going to hand off straight up the middle to Brooks.
Good pursuit by the defense.
Able to make an initial cut. Nowhere to go after that. It's going to be 2nd down and goal.
Swarming. I was just wondering. He said I was wondering if the PA guy would say a host of Black Diamond. You couldn't tell who made that tackle in there.
2nd goal. Fakes it to the motion man. Keeps it up the middle for a touchdown. Bryce Turrentine. It's his 2nd touchdown rushing of the game. And that's going to increase this Panther lead. 38 seconds now remaining in the half.
That was just, you know, textbook Stigler offense. That's what they do. Motion,
they're going to go for
spins,
2 again.
Fakes, then counter back. He ran it, took it himself.
And the 2-point conversion is good. 27-10 your lead. We'll keep it right here. 38 seconds remaining in the half.
With 38 seconds left in the first half.
Let's see what kind of field position, you know, Sallisaw can get here off the kickoff.
I think they have 2 timeouts remaining.
You know, if they do what they've, you know, Stigler kicks off like they have the entire game, you think you're going to get pretty good field position here. So, like you said, with the 2 timeouts, maybe take a shot, see if you can get something down the field, you know, and then if not, you know, go ahead and take it into halftime down 17. But, you know, I don't think at this point, if you're Sallisaw, you take any chance you can to go score.
So let you know, MixTV Channel 19 reserves all broadcasting rights on this production, pays for and is contracted with Sallisaw Public Schools for such rights. Any rebroadcast of this program is prohibited and will be considered illegal. Written consent is required from MixTV for any use and or promotion of this program.
Draven Johnson for the kickoff.
Draven Johnson into kickoff for the Panthers. Like we said, 2 timeouts for the Black Diamonds, 38 seconds remaining. If possible, they really need a score right here before half because Stigler does get the ball to open the second half.
That's right.
There's the kick. It's going to be a short kick straight up the middle. It's going to be.
You couldn't ask for anything. Yeah, you couldn't ask for anything better if you're Stigler on that play. I mean, he squib kicked it up the middle. Nobody
couldn't tell if he was wanting to run with it or he slipped and fell or just wanted to make sure he covered it.
I think he was going to try to run with it.
Yeah. So marked at the 23-yard line, 77 yards. I'm not sure.
Let's see what Sallisaw decides to do.
Maybe try to do the first play here and see what you come up with.
Looks like they're going to spread it out a little bit. They may be trying to go downfield here on this first play.
Going to run an option play, pitch out to Williams, and it's fumbled. He's able to scoop it back up behind the line of scrimmage, so that'll go ahead and, I would say, probably in this first half.
I would think. You know, that's what they did last week, you know, right here before the half last week. They bad snap over the head of Drew Didway, and so they went ahead and took a knee. after that. So we'll see. Yeah, I think they're just going to let it run down.
Panthers can't stop the clock, so inside 14 seconds. Lee Diamond's going to wait this one out.
And it looks like we're going to take it on into halftime, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
that will do it for your first half score. Stigler Panthers on top of the Black Diamonds 27-10. We'll be right back with our SHS band performance and our halftime show. This is Mix TV, Channel 19. Mix TV, Channel 19, your home for Black Diamond Sports.
You're watching Sallisaw's Mix TV, Channel 19.
Do you know all the benefits of being a AAA member, like the discounts on insurance for home and auto, great rates on life insurance, or the emergency roadside service that pays for your membership if you only use it once? And AAA can save you up to $600 per year on insurance if your teen completes AAA's parent-taught driver's education program. If you like to be treated like a person and not just a number, then see Misty Bailey, your local AAA insurance agent.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect a delicious variety of freshly fried chicken complemented by over 10 home-style side options along with delicious desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week and filled with all your favorites. For those on the go, drop by Charlie's drive-thru window and ask about catering too. Warning, chicken's so good, it'll knock your socks off. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw, 720 West Cherokee Avenue.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and Shelter Insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against Shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's the graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
for an authentic Mexican restaurant that is both affordable and delicious? Then look no further. El Toro's Mexican Restaurant in Sallisaw and Muldrow serves the best original Mexican food around. Be it lunch or dinner, you'll think you're in Mexico. With El Toro's hot tamales, crunchy tacos, delicious burritos, homemade salsa, and mouth-watering dinner platters made with fresh ingredients and original spices every day. In Sallisaw, 2610 East Cherokee Avenue, and in Muldrow on West Chantel Smith Boulevard, open 7 days a week.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill, your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling. Forever Memories Funeral Services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss.
Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Land Pride's RC 3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota VV 4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? I called Buzz. He came back with a great bid, and what you're seeing today is what we put together. When I was ready to do my house, I went straight back. I didn't get bids from anyone else.
I would recommend Sawyer's to anyone. If they came out and looked at my concrete, they could see the quality job that Sawyer's did.
They have stability and they have a reputation.
I am 100% satisfied with the work that they've done.
Local news, local events, MixTV Channel 19. Holly Borman. Justin Pennant. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. MixTV Channel 19.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance provided by Road America is now included with your auto policy. We'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Randall Baker about Shelter's roadside assistance.
Welcome back. Stigler, Oklahoma Panther Stadium. Diamonds trailing Stigler Panther 27-10. You know, it started off as a back and forth. We thought it was going to be a shootout. Sallisaw started to struggle here in the second quarter, and Stigler was able to take advantage. There's not really any turnovers. It's just Stigler started, I guess, made some adjustments on defense, was able to stop the Diamonds' run game up the middle. and they haven't really opened it up yet. Sallisaw hasn't, so we haven't seen much. I know they tried to throw it the last few drives, but just some tough throws and some good coverage by the Panthers has made it difficult for Sallisaw to continue to move the ball.
Yeah, no, you're right. They Sallisaw started out the game running that ball up, running that off the tackle, up the middle zone, and had some success earlier. Like you said, Stigler really made an adjustment and started to kind of shut down. And we talked about early in the game how the first team that makes a couple of stops, is going to be the team that can, win that ball game. And so that's what Stigler did in the first half. So, you look at, you mentioned the Sallisaw offense not really being able to spread it out, in the first half. Drew Didway was 0 of 3 passing. So they only attempted 3 passes in the first half, which, in my opinion, especially when you start seeing the Stigler defense bring people into the box to shut down the run, they've got to start spreading the ball to their receivers, start getting Didway some confidence throwing the ball, because I can promise you, Matt, this Sallisaw team is going to have to throw the football to be successful in the district play.
Absolutely, and you saw, like I said, Stigler made the adjustment. Well, they made that adjustment to stop that run game. They loaded up the box, and that will leave your open, your receivers to have some maybe some one-on-one, some matches. We got some tall wide receivers for 4A football.
Yeah.
So they've got the opportunity there. They just haven't been able to take advantage of it yet. So we'll see if they do. And go ahead. You can go ahead with our first half stats. And you see not much change since the first quarter.
Hunter Williams in the first half was 12 rushes for 85 yards. So, like you said, most of that was in the first quarter. I think 82 yards of that was in the first quarter. Jace Nicholson had 4 rushes for 14 yards. So, the Black Diamonds really offensively need to be able to spread the ball to different players. I mean, their scoring summary was you had Didway, who has, 2 yards rushing, a 1-yard touchdown run. So, after that first drive, the Diamond offense really hasn't been able to get anything going. And hopefully they're in the locker room right now talking about that, making some adjustments to be able to come out in the second half, because you got to think Stigler's offense isn't going to slow down. They're going to keep doing what they're doing.
You've got 3 guys on the stat line. I mean, that's it when it comes to the offense. So nobody's even had an opportunity to touch the ball.
Right.
A few passes that really weren't close, and so really there's not even been a play for a receiver to make a play yet.
Exactly.
So we need to give our playmakers a chance to make the plays to try to get us back in this ball game. It's going to take some big plays, a turnover here and there. So it's going to take something big for this Black Diamond team.
The incompletion here towards the end of the half, like we talked about all first half, their cornerbacks, as soon as the ball is snapped, are doing backpedal straight back. And the play where, Didway threw it across the middle, it was almost intercepted. You had 2 guys out here in the flat that were wide open. And so there is opportunity there. We just have to be confident enough. That's what the thing we talked about last week. Didway has to get some confidence. He has to be able to throw a few completions to get that confidence. But it's there. They're giving the Diamond offense opportunities. We just have to take advantage of those in the second half.
Look, at least we got some stats here. We got some defensive stats here for you.
The defense, they've given up some points, but they've played pretty well, and it shows on the stat line. There's a lot of these defensive players for Sallisaw that have a lot of tackles, led by number 23, Matt Fulbright, who has 7 tackles going into halftime.
For a defensive back, that's not what you want from your defensive back. You don't want them leading tackler, but that's good for him.
And that tells you that the defensive line needs to kind of play a little bit better in the second half to start getting some of that pressure and some of those stops up front, so the running back doesn't get to that third level where a defensive back's having to make those tackles.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back to wrap up the halftime show and get you ready for this second half. For Matt and Chris, this is MixTV Channel 19.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoyah County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
New at McDonald's, a slushy sensation. McDonald's Minute Maid slushies in 3 refreshing flavors.
Keep cool this summer with your choice of cherry limeade, orangeade, or fruit punch.
At Diamond Express, we offer quality fuel at a premium price, ice-cold beverages, snacks, and lottery tickets. But the great deals don't stop there. We are the perfect spot for hot homemade breakfast, a full plate for only $2.99. On that busy lunch break, stop by and grab a meal from our deli. Choose from hamburgers, corn dogs, burritos, and our hand-breaded chicken tenders. Our brand new rewards program saves you money with a sign-up bonus, a birthday bonus, and so much more. Diamond Express, 712 South Curve Boulevard in Sallisaw.
In Sallisaw, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Shannon Van for your insurance and financial needs.
At Kiki's Country Kitchen, located just west of Sallisaw on Highway 64, enjoy breakfast anytime, along with daily lunch specials, which include chicken fried steak, smoked brisket, fish and chips, and our epic chili cheeseburger. Enjoy generous portions at great prices. Kiki's is open 7 days a week and always has a great selection of made-from-scratch pies and cakes. Check us out on Facebook or come and see us, 3301 West Cherokee in Sallisaw. Kiki's Country Kitchen.
MixTV Channel 19, your home for Black Diamond Sports.
You're watching Sallisaw's MixTV Channel 19.
Do you know all the benefits of being a AAA member, like the discounts on insurance for home and auto, great rates on life insurance, or the emergency roadside service that pays for your membership if you only use it once? And AAA can save you up to $600 per year on insurance if your teen completes AAA's parent-taught driver's education program. If you like to be treated like a person and not just a number, then see Misty Bailey, your local AAA insurance agent.
At Charlie's Chicken, you can expect a delicious variety of freshly fried chicken complemented by over 10 home-style side options, along with delicious desserts. Enjoy daily specials or a signature combo meal like Charlie's famous chicken chunks. Still want more? Their lunch and evening buffets are served 7 days a week and filled with all your favorites. For those on the go, drop by Charlie's drive-thru window and ask about catering too. Warning, chicken's so good, it'll knock your socks off. Charlie's Chicken in Sallisaw, 720 West Cherokee Avenue.
And we're back to wrap up our halftime show, get you set for the second half. Chris got some more stats for you on the defense, and we'll get your Charlie's Chicken trivia question answered here shortly.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about, the defense playing pretty well in the first half. I mean, a lot of people had some tackles. Number 21, Connor Daffin, had 3 tackles. 44, freshman Trenton Jones had 3 tackles. Again, your secondary, number 8, Jacob Morris, had 2 tackles. 15, Caden Bailey, 3 tackles. Again, like we said, 23, Matt Fulbright was your leader with 7 tackles. Aubrey Henshaw, another defensive back, had 4 tackles. Then you start getting to your line. Glander had 2 tackles. Deal had 3 tackles. Nicholson, 2 tackles. And the Nicholson brothers, Jace had 3. Brody had 2. So little brother's got a little edge over big brother here. The Diamonds in the first half had 4 penalties for 35 yards. So
all this brought to you
by Mr. Bobby Qualls. Hey, really, it is nice to have these stats. We didn't have them last week, so we do appreciate.
Well, I just see an arm sticking into our room with a piece of paper, so we know it's something important.
Bobby Qualls coming up here with us and doing our stats, and he's across. He's in a different room with us tonight, but he is hooking us up with some stats tonight.
We got your Charlie's Chicken trivia question answer. Who had the most receiving yards in a single game? Your answer: Derek Gish versus Fort Gibson, 217 yards. Was that against the Teddy Lehman defense?
So this game was my sophomore year, and it was before I had taken over. So I actually think Mr. David Martin
That's what I was thinking.
The quarterback.
He's probably watching right now, so maybe he can let us know.
It was either David Martin or it was Randon Lowe, but I'm pretty sure it was David because I think I remember it was at Fort Gibson, and And it was. Teddy Lehman was a junior on that team.
Was that the game he caught Gish?
So one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. So Teddy Lehman was obviously a linebacker.
I was there. Yeah.
He rushed, hit the quarterback, got up, and was able to chase down, I think it was Derek, on a little hitch route and make the tackle out in the flat. So it was one of the craziest things.
And you know how fast Derek was.
Derek was extremely fast.
I want to remind you, I think we mentioned earlier a little bit, you can catch the replay of tonight's game on Channel 19 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. or Sunday and Tuesday nights at 6:30.
But no, I had a chance to throw to Derek when I was a junior. Had a chance to throw to him sophomore and junior year. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Just sophomore year. He graduated my sophomore year.
And we are ready to go. Get your second half underway. Black Diamonds trailing, unfortunately, having to kick off to open this second half, 27-10. Juan Caster into kick. Looks like he's going to go back to the pooch kick after the near run back we had earlier that was called back on a penalty. He's going to be caught at the 35. He's going to take off and run.
He said, "No."
Get across the 40 down to the 45-yard line.
No fair catch for me. I think I'll just catch it and go with it. See what happens.
So good starting field position here for the Panthers.
All right, let's see what adjustments that Coach Hawkins made at halftime in the locker room, trying to get the defense to be able to make some stops and get the Stigler offense off the field. Wrap up, tackle. I think you have to make tackles. You're there a lot of times. You just have to make tackles.
From what I've seen, they're mostly in position. They're just not finishing the play. And so that's what we need to see more of, see what kind of adjustments they made in that halftime. So handoff up the middle is going to be a short gain for Brooks, about 2 yards to the 47, 48-yard line. Number 71, Jacob Brown on the tackle for the Diamonds. Shotgun snap. Quarterback keeps it off the left side, has some running room, crosses the 45, past the 40, pushed out of bounds. Looking to mark it about the 42. He gets a Stigler first down. Is Bryce Turrentine. Good fake to the running back Brooks, and he was able to take it off the left side. Had some running room over there.
That was a quarterback run all the way.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
So first down and 10 at the 41. Shotgun snap, hands off to the right end to Garrett Brooks. He has not a lot of running room. Good pursuit by the Black Diamond defense. Several over there led by, looks like Aubrey Henshaw. And number 71, Jacob Brown.
Aubrey Henshaw, another cornerback, comes up, makes that play. Good play to get him stopped for a loss.
Second down and 12.
You've got to get the Stigler team in second and third and long situations. They haven't been in that a whole lot tonight, so you're really not sure what kind of offensive scheme they have for those situations. So really want to see if the Diamonds can put them in long yardage situations to see what we can get accomplished here defensively.
Turrentine takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle. Nowhere to go. Good play by Brody Nicholson. And it looks like Jacob Brown again on the tackle. So third down and about 11 at the 42-yard line.
It's nice third and long situation here to see if the Diamonds can get off the field here in the first drive of the second half. I'm not sure if they may punt from this situation if we could stop them right here.
He's going to pass off his, looks like to the corner down there is number 12.
Let's look at the
Jackson Calhoun falls incomplete.
Let's look at the McDonald's replay on that. We'll show kind of one of our keys of the game was getting pressure on this quarterback because we know that he doesn't throw all that well when he is under pressure. You'll see big 62 Bartell coming, breaks through the line, there's the pressure we're talking about, and you see the throw is off target a little bit. So
with Bartell in the way, I'm not even sure he could even see his receiver.
There's no way. They're going to go for it here.
So 4th and 11. He's going to throw it to about the first down marker. It's caught wide open. Receivers number 15. He's able to get down to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a 22-yard pickup and a first down for the Stigler Panthers. So 1st and 10, 20-yard line for the Panthers. Hands off to Brooks up the middle. Kind of steps over one of the defenders. Gets across the 10. Could be close to another Panther first down.
Good hard hit there by number 7, Jace Nicholson. Coming across the line.
So 1st down and goal. Panthers really continuing the momentum on offense they had to end the first half.
That was an errant snap.
Drops the snap. Turrentine just falls down in the backfield.
You wonder,
2-yard loss.
You wonder when they are going to make a mistake, and you know, that maybe it's not a huge mistake, but it maybe slows that momentum down a little bit to where you can at least hold them to a possible field goal attempt. More than likely not, probably another 4th down situation, but at least slows them down here in the red zone.
Drops back to pass. Boots out to the right. Looks like he's going to keep it. Got a little room. Across the 10, 5, inside the 5-yard line. He's going to be brought down at about the 3. Brought down by Jace Nicholson and Jacob Morris. So that'll be 3rd and goal for the Panthers. Taking off about 4 minutes so far in this opening possession of the second half.
They are in no hurry.
Absolutely not. I was about to say the same thing. Play clock's already down to 12. They hadn't even got the play in.
Now they're trying to hurry up. You can hear their coaches yelling, hurry, hurry. It's like, get the play in sooner.
Going to boot out to his left. Tough job. Good pressure by number 21, Connor Daffin. Like you said, I mean, under pressure, he's not very accurate throwing the football.
He's not as accurate under pressure, and so Connor comes in, and you had to do that on 3rd down. And you hate that you have to ask him to do it again on 4th down. I mean, you get into these teams that have, and Catoosa was that way last week. There's not much of a kicking game when you get this side of the 50. You're going to have to stop them 4 times.
And we've seen, like you've said and you mentioned, what he's been able to do under pressure is not real accurate. At this point, I would almost send the house.
Dial up blitzes, absolutely. Run some blitzes, bring the house. That's going to help your secondary out. You're not asking them to cover for very long when you can get that kind of pressure.
So 4th down and goal. Turrentine's going to keep it up the middle.
Big play.
Wrapped up by the defensive line. He still carries them. It's going to be close. It looks like he may be down at the 1-yard line.
Yes, he is down at the 1.
He is down, and Sallisaw's going to take over possession at their own 1-yard line. You know, I thought he was down in the backfield.
I thought they had him. He slipped through. He's
hurt, too.
Is he hurt? Let's take a look at the replay. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit. But this is a big play for the Diamond defense. You see here you're right. They had him down in the backfield.
At the 4-yard line.
Reaches out.
You can see why he would be cramping now. He's carrying those defenders, using those legs, never stop churning.
Hey, I know it's not the best field position for the Diamond offense, but hey.
That's a win.
You
still got to take that as a win.
Out of the end zone. They didn't score. You know, we'll see how this game turns out. But
are we stopping it for a replay?
Could be a big, they're going to do replay. That could be a play of the game candidate right there, depending on how this game ends.
That's what he's saying, Chris.
I'm saying that was a big play.
And we'll take it to the
play of the
McDonald's
game.
scoreboard, get you some more scores here. I'm trying to get, unless they're playing tomorrow, I'm trying to get a Vian Prairie Grove score, but I have not got an update yet. So if you know either one of us and you got a score, go ahead and shoot it to us so we can update everyone.
Well, if we'll make my wife happy, Oklahoma State's up 20-0 against South Alabama at halftime.
I'm glad they can beat the high school teams on Friday night.
That's mean.
I know. I may be coming on next week and talking about mine getting blown out up there. We'll see, but
if we make it that far.
Well, don't worry.
Here
They'll
we
play
go.
the game no matter if we get there or not. Here we go. First down, Diamonds, 1 yard line. Quarterback sneak. He's going to try to drag as many defenders as he can out to across the 5 yard line. So all, however big, 200-plus pounds of him.
230 plus. That's something, down that far in the goal line, close to your own goal line. Didway was actually under center there and took that snap and had one of his better carries of the night on a quarterback sneak. So got a little breathing room here. Now we can maybe start running our offense and see
Let me
what
get
we
some
can
of these
come up
scores. Stillwell 48-7 over Heavener. Poto 36-0 over Nathan Hale. Hilldale 35-7 over Shakota.
Stillwell's putting up some points this year.
They are. They did against Muldrow last week. Good run by Hunter Williams across the 10. Looks like he's getting a Black Diamond first down. They got some room now.
The Diamonds have established that they are going to kind of hitch their trailer to Hunter Williams, who rushed it 12 times in the first half, and he comes right out again in the second half. In the first couple of plays, he's got the ball. So
first down at 10. Diamonds on their own 11-yard line. Didway takes the snap. He's going to throw the quick hitch pass. Complete to Matt Fulbright. Nearly breaks a tackler. Brought down by his shoestrings across the 20. Going to be another Black Diamond first down. You've been calling for that all night, hadn't you, Chris?
That's been open all night, and it will continue to be open unless Stigler adjusts and move those corners up. That hitch route to the far side of the field, the open side of the field, will be there.
And if they do, that opens up a whole new area you can go into.
And we saw that last week against Catoosa in the second half on that touchdown drive. It opens up a whole lot of different things you can do running the football if you'll just spread the field out.
First and 10. Handoff up the middle goes to Williams. Going to be brought down at about the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1. It's going to be second down and long for the Diamonds.
Tackle was made by number 33, Colton Matthews.
It's like big number 51 coming off injured for the Panthers. 6'5", 265, Kelby Self.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
So second and 11. Hunter Williams in the backfield. The handoff off tackle. Nowhere to really run. He may be going to pick up about 2 on the play. It's going to leave Diamond still a third and long.
On this third and long play, you've got the wide side of the field back here to the near side, and again, Didway being a right-handed quarterback, they've shown they want to roll him out. They want to get him out of the pocket, and that rolling here to the left side as a right-handed quarterback is one of the harder things to do. So, we'll see if that plays into the play call decision here on third and long.
Going to straight drop back, hitch pass again, a little high for Aubrey Henshaw. Would have been enough for a first down if he could haul it in.
Ball's just a little high.
It is, but you still need to catch that.
That's a catchable ball. But as a quarterback, the last thing you want to do is put your receiver in a position where they're extended.
Especially on that pattern, because you know the defensive back is, once they adjust, they're coming right for him. So usually you plan to get hit on those hitches.
And you know as a receiver you're about to get hit, and so if your hands are extended up and your ribs are exposed, it's just a tough catch.
Ramirez into punt for the Diamonds. Nice punt. It's going to be caught at about the 45.
Good coverage.
Going to get him down. Looks like maybe a yard will give him on the return. So Stigler's going to start second possession of the second half on the 45. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45, their own 45-yard line.
You're asking your defense to make another stop here, man. And at what point, we were at 4 minutes left here in the third, and if you're down 17, down 3 scores, at what point do you start trying to maybe be a little bit more high-paced, more up-tempo type offense, try to get some points
The way
on
the
board
ball
quick.
game has went and the way your first possession ended right there abruptly, I would start pretty soon. If not this possession, it needs to be pretty quick because you're one possession away from being in the fourth quarter. So he's going to hand off. Looks like it's number 5, Mason Peary. I think that's his second carry of the ball game. No gain on the play. Brought down by Trenton Jones.
The defense here has shown pretty good pursuit in the first 2 drives of the second half. They're not getting north and south as quickly as they were in the first half, getting up the field. So some adjustments made. Looks like they're coming out in the second half and they're playing with a little bit more aggressiveness, and they're getting upfield making tackles.
They are, and Stigler once again running that clock as much as they can.
I mean, at this point, if you're Stigler, you're playing a little keep away too. You're not really in any hurry.
Perry motion, man, going to hand off up the middle. It's like Brooks again. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and manageable now inside, maybe 3rd and 3 across midfield. It should be inside 3 minutes to play in the third by this next snap.
Third down.
Third and 3. 2:50 left in the third. 3-3-3. Play clock down to 2-1. Looks like they're going to get a delay of game here unless they get the timeout.
And
they do.
Yep.
They gave the timeout. Panthers. She'll be right back from MixTV Channel 19.
On a starless Wednesday night, disaster strikes. The call goes out and Shelter Insurance is on the way. Disaster is helpless against Shelter's awesome powers.
Oh, you're working on Mom's comic book.
It's the graphic novel, Dad.
Okay. The superhero's home and she's got pizza?
Yes!
Find your insurance superhero at shelterinsurance.com.
You can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See Randall Baker for details.
And we're back here. Big third down. A lot of big third downs so far in the second half.
Yeah.
And the Diamonds have really come through on most of them on defense. They just got to start picking them up on offense.
When in the Stigler offense, it seems like third down is not the last down that they're going to run a play. So, I mean, we say a big third down, but that's almost saying, hey, yeah, good job on third down. Now do it again on fourth down because they're going to go for it.
We want to remind you guys to stay up with everything local. Catch our evening newscast with Holly and Justin each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30.
So let's see what kind of play the
3rd and 3.
Stigler offense comes up with here.
I'm going to say a quarterback, probably a boot with the run option. They're going to hand it up the middle. That was wrong. And he's going to be close to the first down. I'm going to say close enough to they're going to go for it no matter what.
Right. If they're going to go for it on 4th and 12, I think they'll go for it on 4th and 1. One of the things the Stigler offense has been able to do tonight, we didn't really talk about it in the pregame, but they have taken care of the football.
Yes.
I mean, they have ran a pretty smooth game plan to this point.
Unless you count fumbles out of bounds or in the end zone.
Right.
They've done a pretty good job.
Right. And that's one thing that if you're Sallisaw, you start thinking, okay, we have to create turnovers in some way to change, if nothing else, just to stop momentum.
It's going to be a first down Panthers, and you can tell by the crowd reaction. So once again, just continuing to methodically move down the field, taking their time, running the time off the clock, keeping the ball out of the Black Diamonds' hands. With a 3-score lead, not giving them a chance to possess the ball. So inside 3 minutes left, and Black Diamonds have had the ball once.
And this is really kind of what you want to do if you're Sallisaw. You want to be in this position where you're controlling the clock like this and keeping the offense off the field.
Turton drops back. Got heavy rush. He's going to heave the ball up there.
Now, who did they call that interference on? Because
big collision.
They were both going for the ball.
I didn't see it, but the reaction of the Stigler wide receiver shows it may be on the Diamond, so we'll take a McDonald's replay and check this out.
I think it was offensive pass interference is what they're going. It is.
Yes, they are going to call it offensive pass interference.
And you can see, and I thought you can see the offensive player, he pushes off to try and get around and get to be able to get position to make the catch.
See if he does. You can see the back of the defender.
So good call there by the referee to catch that. And that's not, honestly, that's not the first time that's happened tonight. He's done that a couple of times. But if you think about it, he's a big kid too. He's 6'3", 165 pounds. So he thinks
I'm eating all my words on saying their size. They don't match up with Catoosa, but they're pretty close pound for pound.
They're playmaker type plays. Their skill positions are pretty big.
So it looks, I'm not seeing any penalty yardage taken off. So it's still 1st and 10. Hand off to Brooks up the middle. He's going to pick up about 8.
That's a good point, Matt. Is that a spot foul? Surely not.
Not on a deep throw. I mean, it's offensive pass interference.
Right.
So you can't give them credit for the pass they didn't complete. I don't know. I figured if it was that obvious, our Sallisaw coaches would be over there screaming.
No, absolutely. So. You got to think that Coach Bethel wouldn't have just kind of laid down to that.
So second down and short for the Panthers. Going to hand off to Brooks up the middle. He's able to sidestep the first defender, but not the rest, and brought down by hosts, led by freshman Trent Jones, Brody Nicholson, and a few others getting up from the pile. Looks like Jacob Brown. So 3rd and short. I won't even call this a big 3rd down. It's just a regular 3rd down.
Yeah, because it's just it'll be a big 4th down if they make the stop here. That's what you call a plethora of diamonds on the little tackle. Did you know that?
A gaggle?
Plethora. You blink and the 3rd quarter is almost over.
Mm-hmm. Because this has been the whole game. This has been the whole 3rd quarter of what you're seeing right here.
Playing keep away.
And it's an excellent strategy if you're Stigler.
Well, yeah.
Hand off with the middle to Brooks. Going to get the 1st down. Going to be hit by Jacob Morris, but he bounces off the tackler. He's finally going to be brought down at about the 24, 25-yard line. 1st and 10. The linemen are letting us know that is a 1st down. In case we wasn't sure.
We got it.
Tackled by number 23, Matt Fulbright.
1st and 10, 31 seconds left in the 3rd, 20 seconds on the play clock, so we'll have one more play run, barring an incomplete pass or out of bounds or a touchdown. Turton in shotgun, going to hand off to Peary off the right side. He's going to try to cut back in, nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down, no gain on the play. Looks like Crawford and Jacob Morse on the tackle. And that should do it for the 3rd quarter. No scoring here in the 3rd quarter, 27-10. We'll be back with the start of your 4th quarter for MixTV Channel 19.
You're watching Black Diamond Football on MixTV.
They were there when you took your first steps. They taught you how to ride a bike. They saved and put you through college. Your parents, they cared for you your entire life. Now is the time to ensure their finances are protected and well-being in order. Call the law offices of Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill.
For elder law and Medicaid asset protection, call Jeff Edwards at Flynn, Edwards, and O'Neill. Your lawyers for life.
Forever Memories Funeral Services offers local ownership with deep roots in the community and a caring staff dedicated to serving Sequoyah County and surrounding communities. We provide ceremonies uniquely designed to celebrate the life journey of your loved one. We welcome you to take advantage of all our services, including pre-planning and grief counseling, Forever Memories funeral services, bringing family and friends together in a time of loss.
And we're back to start your fourth quarter. 27-10 Stigler lead. Stigler has the ball inside almost to the red zone, about the 25-yard line, 24-yard line. Second down at 7. Here we go, shotgun formation. Looks like quad receivers, 4 receivers to the left. Instead, they're going to hand off to Brooks on the left side, has some room. Bounces off his blocker. He gets inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line, and a first down for the Panthers.
You know, Stigler's had trouble all night long running outside like that, so on that play they decided to put 4 receivers out there to be lead blockers, so to speak, for the running back, and that's where he went straight there, asking your receivers to do all the blocking that time.
So first down. First down will say 10 at the 11-yard line, 10-yard line. Handoff to Brooks up the middle. It's not going to matter because he's going to be able to walk into the end zone for a Panther touchdown to extend this to a 4-score lead for the Panthers in the early fourth quarter.
33-10, ladies and gentlemen, for your Panthers. 11:24 left in the ball game.
You know, long drives like that, Matt, like Stigler just put together that took up most of the third quarter and then here into the early stages of the fourth quarter, really take a toll on your defense as far as, you know, just the fatigue and just being out there.
The extra points, no good. So 33-10, 11:24 remaining in the ball game. We'll be right back. Take a quick commercial break for MixTV Channel 19.
Join the winning team with Gray Brothers and Kubota with preseason kickoff pricing like a Kubota M135 GHDTC coupled with Lynn Pride's RC 3615 rotary cutter to make acres of cleaning up a cinch. Or for the ultimate riding mower experience, try our all-new Kubota Z700 series mowers and get 0% financing for 48 months. Plus, the all-new Kubota VV 4160 and 4180 hay balers are in stock. Get your Kubota preseason kickoff pricing today at Gray Brothers Equipment.
And we're back. We're going to look once again at the Black Diamond schedule for the rest of the season and into district play.
You know, next week, Matt, you have Telequad home, then you start district play, and, you know, like we've talked about before, these games in non-conference really don't matter. It all starts when you open up district play at Hilldale, and that's when the season really begins.
Looks like we got some third quarter stats for you.
Looks like Hunter Williams had 15 rushes. This is through 3 quarters. 15 rushes, 93 yards. So he's 7 yards away from hitting that 100-yard mark again this week.
It's going to be kind of a squib kick again. Returned by, looks like, is it?
I couldn't see who fielded that. We'll see when he gets up here.
I think it's Jackson McIntyre. Good return straight up the gut to the 35-yard line. Showed a little quick burst there. Maybe one tackler away from taking that thing to the house, which Sallisaw really could use right now.
Didway did complete a pass in that third quarter, so that was, you know, something to, I mean, really to hang your hat on. I mean, you really need to start looking at doing that more often, especially here in the fourth quarter. You're down 33-10. You've got to score quickly and then get the ball back because you know Stigler's going to run that keep it away from you type of offense, try to run out the clock. So you got to score here quick if you're Sallisaw, and you may have to do that throwing the football down the field.
Didway drops back to pass, throws it across the middle. It's nearly intercepted and then nearly caught by Aubrey Henshaw.
Little tip drill there through the wickets. But, hey, I like the call. I mean, they're trying to
well,
get
you have
the ball.
to at this point. You're going to have to get the ball downfield.
You know, middle of the field is always one of the harder places to throw it for any quarterback. I mean, I know Drew Didway's 6'3", but there's so many people. There's safeties there. There's, you know, linebackers backing up. I mean, there's so much traffic going on in the middle of the field.
I know he hasn't dropped back very much, but, you know, this is your area. But what I can see, it does not look like he's going through his reads. It looks like he's throwing his first option each time. He's looking one guy down. And the pass falls incomplete, intended for Aubrey Henshaw. Can't hold on to it.
Yeah, when you're struggling offensively to move the ball, drop passes are they're just a killer. I mean, they absolutely are just an offensive killer. But yeah, I think you're right, man. I think, you know, Drew's is kind of looking. He's doing a pre-snap read. He's taking a look at what might be open before the play. And I think he's got it in his mind that I'm going to go to this receiver regardless, not going through his progressions. And that's something that will only come with experience and repetition. Experience, repetition, getting used to checking down and seeing, because a lot of times your first option's not going to be your open receiver. It may be a second or third.
So 3rd and 10, 2 incomplete passes. Fumble snap, and he's going to be brought down and sacked in the backfield. Once he picked up that ball, didn't have any time to even look up or look downfield. So it's going to be 4th and long with no option but to just go ahead and punt the ball off here.
I think he's lucky to just pick that ball up, you know, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know if they had a blitz dialed up right there or not, but they seem to get in the backfield pretty quick. Looks like they are going to punt the ball away here.
Punt's going to be down. This is a good Black Diamond roll inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Nate Asbell's going to down it for the Diamonds. So Stigler's going to take over. 10:24 remaining in the ball game. Up 33-10 on the Black Diamonds.
Looks like we've got another injury here on the Stigler sideline.
Since we're not providing you, we're having a little trouble with our scores tonight. If you want to get any updated area game scores, make sure to go to our Facebook page at the Mix 105.1 KXMX to try to get some scores and some local scores for you that we're not able to get.
It helps when you have good cell service.
Yeah.
To be able to look at an app.
And, we want to give a big shout-out to all of our sponsors here on Mix TV Channel 19. They're the ones that make this broadcast possible each and every year. So please continue to support the businesses that support Black Diamond football.
Definitely want to thank Charlie's Chicken for providing a nice meal for us before we go to the games every night. Catfish on Fridays on the buffet.
So 1st down and 10. Stigler will start from their own 29-yard line. It's going to hand off to Brooks off the right side. There's going to be a flag on the play. Good run from Brooks, and he's back across the field.
I don't know if it's going to matter, though, because that flag was thrown right in the area where holding is typically
It's
called.
almost couldn't be anything else at that point, and when and where it was thrown. Oh, it's going to be false start, or that was odd. They let the play continue.
Right. So it wasn't a dead ball.
So it'll back them up 5 yards.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 on the 29-yard line. Actually, the 24-yard line.
I think the cheerleaders here at Stigler are taking the easy way out.
What happened to the push-ups?
Yeah.
So 1st and 15. Got a motion man. He's going to fake the handoff. Looks pass. It's going deep to his receiver. He's double covered downfield.
Oh.
Nearly comes down with it.
Almost intercepted.
Good coverage by Jacob Morse and Matt Fulbright.
As soon as Morse hit the grass, he started grabbing for that ankle. He got a cramp right off the bat, and he's going to take a breather and run over there and probably grab some pickle juice, you say?
Pickle juice, yeah. Delicious.
I would be lying if I said I tried it this week, but I did not.
I don't blame you. You know, you forget that he didn't play last week, so this is technically his first game of the year. So, going to have those first game cramping issues. We've seen none of that so far from the Black Diamonds, which is a good sign.
It's a good sign. Yeah, it is.
So 2nd and 15.
Get up there, make a hit. There you go.
And off up the middle goes to Brooks once again. Going to pick up some of that penalty yardage back, but it's still going to be 3rd and long here for Stigler with 9:40 now remaining in the ball game.
Stigler again in no hurry. Keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving. Looks like Coach Bethel and the Black Diamonds want to hold on to as many of those timeouts as they can, just in case. But, you know, Matt, I don't know at what point do you start using those, because you've got to make up a lot of ground here in 9 minutes.
You know, you would say you're probably thinking at home, why are you going to use them anyways? It's 33-10. You know, you need to get these kids some momentum, something to build off of, maybe in their game on the right foot. So maybe you call a timeout here. You know, it's.
I mean, you're right. You're still working for something right here. You're still working to get better, to run your offense, and the more reps, again, the more reps you can get,
absolutely,
only going to help you when you go into district play, because, you know, we've kind of talked about this a lot, but these non-conference games, yes, you want to win them, but you have
they don't
to,
mean
you
anything.
Have to work.
They don't mean anything at all.
Stuff. Yes.
Morale. Maybe your only thing.
So, newsflash, Stigler is punting the ball here
tonight. For the
tonight.
first time tonight. It's going to be a near spiral kick. And take a Stigler bounce across the 40, 35, down at about the 33-yard line. So the Diamonds will take over. 8 minutes now remaining in the ball game.
So, yeah, to your point and to what we've been talking about, use this time. You're Sallisaw. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got 8 minutes. You're down 33-10, but you have the opportunity right here to work on your offense. Use this time to drive the ball, put a touchdown, and then you never know. You onside kick, you pick it up. You never know what can happen. If nothing else, this may give Drew Didway a chance to kind of gain some confidence throwing the football.
Because so far in the first 2 games, he's not been able to get that. Looks like Caden Bailey's in at quarterback. So they're going to give Caden an opportunity to kind of see what he can do with the quarterback position. Might as well.
You know, yeah, you want to see, okay,
let everybody get experience.
Is there something that Caden Bailey can maybe spark the offense, lead them on a drive, and see what kind of momentum,
and
what kind of confidence.
You know, we know he's a good athlete. I don't know much about his throwing arm, but we know he can run the ball, and he's a smart kid. So we'll see what they decide to do here. 1st and 15, so penalty right off the bat. He's going to hand off up the middle to Hunter Williams. Got a big seam. He's going to take it across midfield. He's got 1 man to beat. He's going to be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good run. Looked like the first quarter all over again.
Or last week all over again, 4th quarter, you know, and you break a big run. But, yeah, so and there you go. There's a spark that you may need going into the rest of this ball game and the next week versus Tahlequah. So
40-yard run for Williams, so that puts him well over 100 yards.
They get 180 yards
180 yards last week, so big game here again for Hunter Williams.
1st and 10 for the Black Diamonds, ball on the 32-yard line, 7:49 left in the ball game.
Caden Bailey in the shotgun. Williams to his right. He's going to fake the handoff, throw out, complete to Crawford. Going to get some yards across the 20-15. Pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Chris, the Black Diamonds may have something here.
Let's take a look at that McDonald's replay on that, and you'll see what you're talking about, Matt. I mean, this is a simple take the snap, turn your shoulders, make an easy throw out here to Crawford. You got blockers out in front.
Good block.
And then off we go. So that's who's that making that block out front there? That's number 9.
Looks like Bennett Leslie.
Bennett Leslie, you know, it was good to see him back tonight. You know, he got injured last week in the second half. Good to see him back. But, yeah, no, nice job by Caden Bailey there leading the offense.
So he's going to hand the ball up to Hunter Williams, right up the middle. Going to pick up about, let's say 1, maybe 2 yards on the play. Approaching 7 minutes remaining now in the ball game. Sallisaw driving here inside the red zone. First time since, I believe, the first quarter.
Yep.
Get a handoff to Hunter Williams again. Sidesteps the first defender, but cannot get past that second level.
Tackled by number 33, Colton Matthews.
So 3rd down and 5.
Look for Bailey to throw the ball here on 3rd down with maybe some kind of a play action boot back to the left.
Play clock inside 10, down to 8 seconds. Bailey takes the snap, boots to his left. Looks like he's going to keep it. He's got some room to get the first down. He's going to be close. Tripped up at about the 5.
I think he got the first down.
Good
Matt.
spot across the 5 for a Black Diamond 1st and goal.
Showed good speed there to be able to get around the edge.
Well, we knew he's a good athlete.
Came up limping a little bit there.
We believe that may have been number 11, Tommy Huggins, on the tackle. Hard to tell from up here.
First and goal. Caden Bailey at quarterback.
Pitch.
He's going to make the pitch to Hunter Williams. Cuts inside and goes right through the defender there and walks into the end zone.
Nice read right there by quarterback.
Read, absolutely.
Caden Bailey saw the defensive end. Let's take a look at McDonald's replay on that touchdown score. He takes the snap. Sees the defensive end crash in. He pitches it out to Hunter Williams, who walks into the end zone for a Black Diamond touchdown. Hey, great drive right there, led by your backup quarterback, Bailey, who came in and really established himself there and was able to move the offense. So great job there.
Let's see what Castor can do here.
Knuckleball.
It is through. Ugly but through, and it's good. So 33-17. Black Diamonds trail by, well, really, two two-point conversions, and you're only 2 scores back. So 5:37 to go. Expect an onside kick right here.
So yeah, I don't think you can give the ball back to the Stigler offense and take a chance on them getting a couple of first downs and then running out the clock. Now remember, if you're Sallisaw, you do have all 3 timeouts. So couple bounces go your way here. You get an onside kick and they move the ball right there pretty easily against the Stigler defense. You never know what can happen. But, we've been talking about what can you do to get the offensive momentum or the confidence going. And sometimes it takes putting a different player, a different look in there. And Coach Bethel made the decision on that drive to put Caden Bailey in, and it paid off. So
here's Castor. We're going to see what kind of onside skills he has. It's an art form, so, it's not everybody can't do it.
Last week, I think, on the onside, he kicked it just a little bit hard, and it went all the way through.
It
went out of
hit
bounds.
A good path. It was
right.
just a little too hard.
It's got to go to the 50 before anybody can touch it on the Sallisaw side. Get a bounce up.
It's got a good bounce.
All right to him.
Yep. That was a good kick. It did that double.
It needed to roll a little higher.
It just, you can't help the placement of the
No,
receiving
I think
team.
what Sallisaw would have wanted to have happen there is it bounce up a little higher, and then they be able to make contact with that receiver right as soon as he catches it and hopefully jar it loose. But
44-yard line. First and 10.
So 1st and 10 for Stigler, 5:33 remaining. You know, earlier, now granted they had more field to work with, they were able to take about 5 minutes off the clock on 2 previous drives in the 3rd quarter. So we'll see what they'll try to do here. I can imagine they're going to take as much time as possible.
Flag on the play.
But there's a flag down.
False start on the Panthers.
It's a false start that'll push them back 5 yards.
Remains first down.
First and 15, handoff up the middle again to Brooks. Nice run through the tacklers there. Was able to break a few arm tackles, get about 7 yards.
8 or 9 yards on the play.
It's going to be 2nd down.
Tackled by number 71, Jacob Brown.
I wonder why the clock is stopped here. There it is. There it goes. And the Stigler fans were turned up
Plus,
looking.
if you look at the big number 70, he was turning his arms.
A little timeout there that Sallisaw got.
Next snap will be around the 5-minute mark.
I think do you start thinking about using timeouts here at 5 minutes, or do you wait?
You're only going to be able to do them on 1 possession, so you probably need to wait. Let's see if you can hold them here, get another touchdown, then you can start using them. And that's going to be close to a 1st down across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. They may call for a measurement here. It's going to be pretty tight.
Tackled by number 8, Jacob Moore. And they're going to call the chains out to measure it.
They are going to measure here.
And let's check the measurement here. Our vision is a little blocked here, but it looks like it's going to be short. So 3rd down and inches here for the Panthers.
They're that close, Matt. That close.
We're putting up 3rd down and about a foot.
Do you think Stigler goes for it on 4th down here if they have to, or do you think they kind of kick it and try to pin him back, make him go the full length of the field?
It's 3rd down.
I'm talking about if they get the stop here. I think they kick it.
I think they go for it.
Well,
I think it's a no-brainer.
Hopefully we can see Diamonds get some pressure in the backfield, try to get a stop here.
Hopefully we can talk about it, though.
And we'll see.
See if we can get some pressure, yeah.
Well, they are going to sit there and let that clock run all the way down.
And after Brooks up the middle, he's going to get the 1st down. Still a good tackle by the Diamond defense, led by number 54 there, Josh Wiley. But he couldn't hold him.
Tackled by number 54, Josh Wiley.
Couldn't hold him at the line of scrimmage, so good run by Brooks. Tough run for a small guy. You know, he runs pretty hard.
Placed on the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 4:21 left in the ballgame.
5'11", 150.
He runs very hard for 5'11", 150.
1st down at the 32. Approaching 4 minutes now remaining in the ballgame. Hand off of Brooks again. He's able to chase some tacklers. Gets inside the red zone down to the 16-yard line. It's going to be another 1st down here for the Panthers.
Tackle made by number 21, Connor Daffin.
Connor Daffin on the tackle. So we're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout, Stigler. We'll take a quick break. 3:34 remaining in the ballgame. Be right back for Mix TV Channel 19.
I love this building. I mean, why would you tear down history? I called Buzz. He came back with a great bid. And what you're seeing today is what we put together. When I was ready to do my house, I went straight back. I didn't get bids from anyone else.
I would recommend Sawyer's to anyone. If they came out and looked at my concrete, they could see the quality job that Sawyer's did.
They have stability and they have a reputation.
I am 100% satisfied with the work that they've done.
Local news, local events, MixTV Channel 19. Holly Borman. Justin Pettit. Local stories that matter. On the scene. News stories happening around you. Tune in each weekday at 6:30 and 9:30. MixTV Channel 19.
And we're back. Stigler ball inside the 20-yard line at about the 16. Shotgun formation. Turrentine the quarterback. 3:34 remaining. Handoff again up the middle to Brooks. Going to take it all the way into the end zone. 22-yard touchdown run for Garrett Brooks. I believe that's his third touchdown run of the day.
Yeah, he's a pretty good back, but you know that Sallisaw defense, they've got to be gassed. They've been out there for so long in the second half, and I think right here at the end of the game, it's starting to kind of show where they're just a little fatigued and they're just getting out of position just a little bit, and Stigler's able to kind of score when they want here.
The extra points up, and it looks like it's wide right, so it's going to be 39-17, 3:29 remaining in the ball game. We're going to keep it right here, see if the Black Diamonds can get another scoring drive here with Caden Bailey.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think you'll see Caden Bailey back out there probably for the rest of this ball game, and to see if he can start to establish himself as maybe the quarterback going forward. You know, it's always been kind of a quarterback battle, I think, in the offseason. Didway won the battle to start the year, but I think Bethel's always kind of had that mentality of it's going to be an ongoing kind of a competition. And so, you know, Caden Bailey is getting his opportunity tonight to see if he maybe the guy to go, forward into district play as the quarterback. And so we'll see what he can do in this drive with 3.5 minutes left and all 3 timeouts. Again, Matt, we've talked about it. It's not so much about the score right now as that it's about trying to get an identity.
The cohesion, the experience, there's a lot of things that can factor into it besides the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So keep playing football, stuff you can look at on film, evaluate, go back to the drawing board, change, however you want to do it.
I mean, they may be playing in a losing game here tonight, but they may find themselves offensively in this last 3.5 minutes or this last half, fourth quarter. They may find out who
right
they
up
are.
the middle. It's going to be Jackson McIntyre again. He's going to cross the 25. That's some good vision. Just nowhere to go after that. His blocker's he's got stuffed up in front of him.
I think the more touches you can give a freshman like that, even if it's on kickoff return, just the better that he's going to be, the more confidence he's going to have.
It's first and 10 of the 34 for the Black Diamonds. 3:22 left in the ball game. 39-17, Stigler on top.
It is Bailey back out there at quarterback for the Diamonds.
Takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, boot out to the right side. Good pass, complete to Brody Nicholson. Breaks a tackle. He's going to take it all the way to the house. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Diamonds. 65-yard touchdown pass on the out route to Brody Nicholson.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to pull up a McDonald's replay on that one.
McDonald's replay that. great boot, great fake. He's had the pressure in his face. He was able to kind of get around the pressure. You'll see here, fake on the out, boot around, get around the pressure. Easy pitch and catch to Brody Nicholson, and then he makes a guy miss, and he's off to the races. Great block right there. Couldn't see who that was. It may have been Aubrey Henshaw. Definitely, that's nice play to obviously score a touchdown there right here late in the game.
So the extra point's good. 39-24 your score. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. This is MixTV Channel 19.
Peters Agency in Sallisaw provides case management, home health, provider care, and hospice services. Hospice provides end-of-life care to the terminally ill of all ages. Skilled nurses, certified aides, and other hospice team members make scheduled visits to the patient whether they reside at home, in an assisted or independent living center, or nursing home. Peters Agency is one of only 4 hospice agencies in the state of Oklahoma to be nationally accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare.
Care with prayer changes things.
And we're back 39-24.
After received the kickoff for the Panthers, it looks like number 22, Rick McClary.
We're going to see another onside kick here.
Kicking for the Black Diamonds, number 6, Lauren Castor.
I think you're looking for the same thing you got a while ago. You just maybe want it to take one more bounce, get a little higher.
It may make it may be a 1-inch difference in where the impact of the ball is. It's going to be Juan Castor going to attempt his onside kick. 3 minutes to go, down 2 scores of the Diamonds.
You really need this if you're Sallisaw. I mean, you don't want to give the ball back, Stigler. Bounce. It's the same thing.
Same guy.
Yeah, it's almost identical to the one before.
It's Dalton Hensley again on the recovery. Mark Crawford brings him down, so Stigler will take over. 3 minutes to go in the ballgame.
Ball will be placed on the 47-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers. 3:07 left in the ballgame.
First down and 10, 48-yard line. It's first down and 10 for the Panthers. Fakes to the motion man, hands off to Brooks up the middle. Going to be slammed down at about the 45-yard line, pick up a 7 on the play. It's going to bring up second down, and looks like it's about second down and 4 for the Panthers. I repeat, second down and 4.
Here comes your second down and 4 play.
He's going to hand off to Brooks once again up the middle. Good tackle, good pursuit by number 15, Caden Bailey. So the quarterback making waves on offense and defense. Check our McDonald's scoreboard here. Stillwell on top, 55-13.
Golly.
Some big scores again for them. Fort Gibson 26-15 over Sequoia Claremore. Hilldale blowing out Shakota 49-7. 50-14 Poto on top of Nathan Hell. So a bunch of blowouts going on in the 4A4 district. Third down and 2. The handoff up the middle is going to be, on the keeper. It's going to be a first down. Bryce Turrentine. Number 44, Trenton Jones, stopping. Ball on the 40-yard line. Got about a minute and a half left in the ball game. Minute and a half, first down. This is probably it right here for the Diamonds if they don't use any timeouts, so they really need to stop them here. Whistle blows like a timeout on the field called by the Panthers.
Timeout called by the Panthers.
We'll keep it right here.
I was just fixing to say I would think that you might see a timeout called by Sallisaw. But Stigler did it for us, so stop the clock.
So you know there's something, 39-24, say this is the final score. Black Diamonds can really build off this fourth quarter here, especially offensively.
Well, no, I think they found something in Caden Bailey at quarterback that just looked like he had a little bit more confidence playing that position. He's able to run the offense a little bit. I think Coach Lutmer has maybe some more options with him on the being able to throw the ball, bootleg. He looked like he threw a better football a little bit tonight, and so yeah, no, I think definitely
he didn't panic under pressure either because he was getting pressured on that touchdown throw to Nicholson.
You know, on those bootlegs, timing is everything, and you know the receivers there, you got to hit him in time.
Handoff up the middle. Brooks scoots around the corner, going to get to about the 36-yard line.
I think he definitely gives you maybe a little bit more options to when you're running your offense. There's a timeout by Sallisaw.
Sallisaw takes a timeout.
Take a timeout here, see if they can stop them here, keep them, maybe get them in a 3rd and long, 3rd and medium here. Back to the McDonald's scoreboard. Muldrow on top of Spiro, 32-7. Sequoia Tahlequah on top of Roland, 41-24. And we're still looking for anything on the Vian Prairie Grove. Like I said, it could be a Saturday game. I'm not positive, but it's still showing 0-0. So if anybody's got any updates on it, please let us know. So 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. The handoff again to Brooks. Nearly tripped up. He's able to keep going somehow.
Brooks showed good balance right there. It looked like he may have been tripped up in the backfield, and then
it's going to be 3rd and 1, so Scotty Bethel's going to use his 2nd timeout. 56 seconds remaining.
What was Matt, do you remember the halftime score? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Do you remember the halftime score?
27-10.
You know, I was thinking that the defense has played pretty well in the second half.
2 touchdown drives, both in the 4th quarter.
You know, so you got to think coming away, like you were talking about, and we'll talk about this, I'm sure, in the post game, but coming away, you know, in the second half, the Black Diamonds, they really did. They played a lot better. They looked like they made some adjustments on the defensive side. They kind of shut down that Stigler offense a little bit in the 3rd quarter and early in the 4th quarter. And then offensively, like we talked about, you switch quarterbacks, you try something new, and then, you know, boom, boom, you get two touchdown drives back to back. And so hopefully this is going to give the Diamonds a little bit of momentum going into your last, you know, we'll call it a prep game, non-conference game, getting ready to get into district play. So I think a lot you take away positive here in the second half tonight. Even though you may not come out on top, you still walk out of here going, okay, we may have found something.
We did finally get a score update on Vian thanks to Justin McGrew. Looks like 41-21 Prairie Grove on top of Vian. And that's a tough matchup. We got to call that on radio last year, and Prairie Grove, they're just outmanned Vian. They're just such a big team.
Are they big? Got a lot of size.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So Turrentine's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get the first down, dragging defenders down to the 22-yard line.
That play's a perfect example of just how tired these guys are. You know, we talked about it last week a little bit. Both, you know, a lot of these players are going to play two ways, and until they really get into game shape, getting out here in the fourth quarter, I mean, on that play, 3rd and 1, the Stigler offensive line was just able to just shove the defensive line back, and it was a quarterback sneak, but he didn't get touched for 3 yards. So, you know, as this season goes along and they start getting to better game shape, hopefully the fatigue won't play such a role here late in the game. Looks like Stigler's just going to kind of take a knee here.
And that should do it for your ball game. That should run out the clock. With your final score, Stigler 39, Sallisaw 24. We'll be right back with your McDonald's play of the game and a quick wrap-up for our post-game for MixTV Channel 19.
At Sallisaw Lumber, we are more than just a lumber yard. We are your full-service lumber company, hardware store, and appliance and flooring center all in one. If you don't find what you need, we'll order it for you. Our guys are standing at the counter ready to wait on you. And if you can't take it with you, we can deliver it to you for only $10. At Sallisaw Lumber, we've not forgot about good customer service. Sallisaw Lumber saves you time, saves you money.
Your voice lets him know he's safe. Shelter Insurance does the same for you. Roadside assistance provided by Road America is now included with your auto policy. We'll take care of you while you take care of what's most important. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Randall Baker about Shelter's roadside assistance.
Losing a loved one can be a devastating experience. Agent Mallory Martin Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than 100 years. We have 8 licensed funeral directors, 4 pre-arrangement counselors, and 3 locations in Sequoyah County.
When my mother passed away, I called Agent Mallory Martin, and they handled every request and took care of every detail.
Remember, it doesn't cost more to call the best. Let our family serve your family.
Greenleaf Properties, offering the ultimate in personal, professional, friendly service in real estate to the residents in and around Sequoyah County. From our state-of-the-art website to our service that makes clients feel welcome, confident, and appreciated in one of life's major financial decisions. Visit us online at greenleafprop.com or come by our office anytime, located at 721 West Cherokee in Sallisaw.
Come home to Greenleaf Properties, where the customer always comes first.
And we're back. This is your McDonald's play of the game. Caden Bailey's bootleg pass complete to Brody Nicholson. Look how he split the defenders right there.
Yeah.
Not a huge effort by number 12.
Good block there.
Excellent block and good run. You know, he shows what he can do athletically. Yeah. I'm not so sure that he shouldn't get the football a little more.
Right. I mean, that's the thing is that was the play of the game for, I think, a big reason is it just kind of shows you what you can do offensively with Caden Bailey at quarterback. It gives you a little bit more option to maybe bootleg, run around, and kind of get those balls out to the flat. Like we've talked about, he tends to throw it more accurately a little bit, and he looks like he just has a little bit more confidence.
He shows that he can – looks like he can do it under pressure. He's more calm and relaxed. So we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do next week. We don't know for sure if he wasn't just coming in because of the big deficit,
right,
or he was coming in to try to change things up a little bit. So maybe we'll talk to the coaches during the week, see what they're thinking. I'm sure they're not going to give away anything, for Tahlequah, but at least tell us where their head's at and what they were thinking when they put him in the game right here. So.
Right, and you look at the end of the game stats. I mean, he came in, he threw 2 passes, completed them both, 81 yards and a touchdown. So that's definitely something when you go forward. When you talk about what you can take away positively from this game, you talk about that. The ability to come in late in the game and spark your offense to 2 quick touchdown drives that really got you back in this football game. I mean, you're an onside, and an onside kick is not the most statistically, going to happen. But you're an onside kick away from being right back into this football game.
Absolutely, and you saw the third quarter, the defense started to play a little better. They were able to stop Brooks and really stop that offensive attack, but that just took a toll. Right. When Stigler had 2 possessions that took up almost the entire third quarter, it really took a toll on that Black Diamond defense, and you could see it down the stretch when they really needed a big stop to get the ball back.
That to me was a big key in the game is those 2 drives in the third quarter that just ate up so much clock. I mean, the defense came out in the second half and actually played really well. You could tell they made some adjustments. They played more aggressive. Connor Daffin had a big second half, a lot of plays. He was flying around the football. And then offensively. So I think, like we talked about all night, you take these games, these non-conference games, and you take them as preparation for conference play. And I think that the second half in this game, I saw a little bit of momentum in Sallisaw's favor that will kind of take them into next week versus Tahlequah to get ready one more time, try to get that win, get that monkey off your back, get that first win, and then on into conference play against Tilldale the next week.
Let's wrap it up. We got some stats for you. Got some offensive stats.
Yeah, it looks like Hunter Williams finished the night with 19 rushes and 146 yards, so a big night for him.
Another big night, back-to-back big nights.
Jace Nicholson had 4 rushes, 14 yards. Didway 6 rushes, 3 yards, and then Bailey came in. He rushed the ball 1 time, had 4 yards. Like we talked about, Bailey he was 2 for 2 passing the ball with 81 yards and a touchdown. Fulbright had 2 receptions. And Mickelson had the 1 long reception for the 64-yard
leading tackler tonight, Matt Fulbright, 11 tackles. He was leading tackler at halftime, did another good job in the second half. We had a few at 7 tackles, Nicholson Daffin, Trent Jones, the freshman, Jacob Brown, Jacob Morris, and Caden Bailey are all second on the team with 7 tackles. So good night overall. They just got worn out on defense. We'll get a better effort from them next week. We know what they can do now. I think they know what they can do now.
Yeah.
So they can definitely build on that for Tahlequah. Another tough matchup on the road, at home, at home at Perry F. Lattimore Stadium. So we'll be back on air 6:45 next week. Should be another good matchup. You saw what these Black Diamonds can do, and you see what they did in the fourth quarter. So definitely tune in if you can't make it to the game. Check us out. Always, you can watch the replays on YouTube, Facebook, all the different avenues. So we're going to get on the road to Columbus, hopefully make it there. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. For Mix TV Channel 19, I'm Matt Merrill alongside my partner, Chris Sharp. We're out.
You're watching Sallisaw's Mix TV, Channel 19.